A second down for Delaware State. Keeping it is Bennett. Bennett breaks free across the 30-yard line. And he picks up 16 yards and a first down up to the 30. So that's his role. He's coming in to run the football.
It makes it an 11-on-11 game, man, because you don't account for the quarterback. But in this offense, you kind of have to, because he's also an additional part of the run game. But when you're able to get everything going on the interior with your backs, your quarterback will find nothing but lanes on the outside like we've seen so far in this quarter.
It's already back in now after Bennett had that 15-yard run up to the 30-yard line. Handoff goes inside. Bread and butter to Gillis. Gillis last week to go. Pressure in the MEAC, and I remember Gillis the season he had 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Yep. An unbelievable season. What was a breakout season. Really, everyone thought, here's
trying to get this
over Delaware that can run the football, and he certainly showed it this year again. Coming back to him and gets up to the Gillis to the 25-yard line.
You won't see it in the stat sheet, but watch Nathan Stewart, 11, the wide receiver, did a great job of not crackback blocking on the defender. That's a heads-up play by your wide out on the outside.
I don't know. I'm trying to get it.
Resulted in a 10-yard penalty of backing up this offense.
So now a third down coming up. 36 for the Hornets.
Move it over.
8% on third downs. Of course, Howard, his defense has come to play with the last two times that the Hornets have gotten the football deep in their own, in the Bison territory. Flag come out before the start of the play. Bison are pointing over to the Hornets.
Let's put it down some.
There's a good look at Coach Jackson.
False start. Offense, number 72. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
1 second. Let's clean the limb.
Something that was an early season problem. Discipline and penalties.
You heard on the loud mic, the hot mic, when the ref had his mic on, how you're hearing
gotta clean the limbs. So yeah, it's gonna go blank.
Who's the responsible one? Listen, man, it's a penalty. We're all responsible. We're all gonna run tomorrow. So you have to just move on.
That's one of the biggest things that Coach Jackson has brought to this program.
Clear.
Third down. Bison's defense has come up big so far in this first quarter. See what they do here. Saw ready to throw. Now he's going to run. Thinking about running, and fires the ball as a man wide open at the 10. And down to the 1-yard
touchdown.
line. He waited and waited for it,
no
and
touchdown.
Roan made the catch and got it down to the 1.
Terrence Roan was open about 5 times. Look at the top of your screen. He's open right there. First window, second window, third window, slips down the seam and got the football, got down at the 1-yard line.
So that's what you want to do if you're...
Ineligible man, downfield, 71, offense. 5-yard penalty, third down.
So they had a lineman downfield. See if we can see it here. The lineman got downfield too far.
He ran a route. If you were being honest, he's like 6 yards down the field.
Let's go back to Roan. So he was open. Didn't see him. So that's what you do. You kept working.
You kept working.
Right, you kept working down the field.
Get to the vision, the line of vision for the quarterback, and you saw the QB found him down the seam for a chunk play. But again, those little penalties ends up taking away a big chunk play on the play right there.
Certainly does. So far, that's been the story for this Delaware State team. They had the turnover with the fumble, and then these penalties have hurt Coach Jackson's team. And there's a timeout. Coach Jackson wants to talk things over.
Timeout. Delaware State. It is their second of the half.
And the reason why he took the timeout, because there was going to be illegal motion. 2 guys were moving at the same time. They weren't set.
He didn't want to have another penalty. They've had enough of them already. And there you see, on the other side, the Bison are all fired up. They're taking advantage of this opportunity. They know that we're playing one of the top teams in the MEAC. We'll be back after this scoreless first quarter in Dover, Delaware.
The job search. It's so impersonal. Sometimes when you feel like a walking resume. And the jobs you do find are just bad fit after bad fit. Oh, what's this? Indeed, Career Scout, your personal career coach. Can it find jobs tailored to you? And help you get seen for all your skills? Well, the future of job searching has arrived. Try it at Indeed.com/careerscout.
Any questions?
How did you become the Capital One Bank guy?
I've always been passionate about no fees or minimums on checking accounts.
Aren't you in the Hall of Fame?
Didn't you live in space?
What's in your wallet?
Find your sanctuary in the Volvo XC90. Clean lines and iconic Scandinavian design will inspire smooth, uninterrupted journeys. The Volvo XC90.
Some people know me for what I've done on the field, but I'm even more proud of what I've done off it. These McGuffies here, wore them to karaoke night. People said I slayed. Their words, not mine. Johnston and Murphy, made for the moment.
I'm the Modelo Recruiter, and I reward full-time fans. Check out this recruit. The playmaker can get the ball through the uprights without setting foot on the field. This full-time fan deserves a Modelo.
So when I run the AI query, I just get this generic answer. It's like the AI's not even using our data.
Oh, yeah, it's not.
But we have the data. It's on our cloud, it's in our data centers, it's in your hand.
But that's the problem. It's all over the place. The AI can't use it.
But it's right there.
Any business can use AI. IBM helps you use AI to change how you do business. Let's create smarter business. IBM.
In this game history, Delaware State has dropped their last 3 to Howard, and Coach Deshaun Jackson said this week that in the past Howard has been like the big brothers or the bullies, but he's calling on his team today to stand up and rise to the occasion, much like they had most of this season. Back to you, Phil.
Thank you, Kayla. Third down. Bennett in at quarterback, has a man open and he's spinning and he is sacked. Back at the 41-yard line, and Emery, you saw that man wide open right in front of him, didn't you?
That's what I'm not understanding. You had Jaden Jenkins, the running back, wide open in the flat. Hit him. Let him do all the heavy lifting and running the football after the catch. Get the ball to your playmakers. There was no need to take that sack right there if you're Delaware State. You see right there on the replay, he's wide open. He could go get the first down right there if you get him the football. That's why you see the frustration from the skill players at times when you have situations like that.
Jempsey made the sack. That's his 3rd sack of the season for him. Punt, and Howard will get the football back.
Did that call? Yeah, that's a fantastic job right there by the punter.
Roberts, the punter, he punted 7 times last week, and that was a beauty. Put it down right at the 3-yard line?
It's a fantastic job. You couldn't place that back down there if you tried.
Roberts, a graduate student from Sumter, South Carolina. Really nice job.
But again, once again, great job by this Howard Bison defense stepping up to the plate and making plays. We're almost at the end of this first quarter, and Delaware State has moved the football, but they still have 0 points. So this is a straight win for Howard.
3 drives. Got them to turn it over on downs. They got a fumble, and then force them to punt on the last opportunity. So the Bison defense has played well. Hand off to Kearney. Gets a yard. Kearney, the second option with the running attack. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry this season. Has 2 touchdowns, 283 yards on the ground for the sophomore from Florida. One thing that Coach Scott has, all the stops that Coach Scott has been, Florida, Tennessee, some of the big schools, he can recruit. He can certainly recruit the Floridas, the Tennessees, the lower south side of things. We're through 1 quarter. We are scoreless between Howard and the top team in the MEAC, Delaware State. It is a November battle of MEAC teams fighting it out in a rivalry.
The job search. It's so impersonal. Sometimes all you feel like is a walking resume. And the jobs you do find are just bad fit after bad fit. Oh, what's this? Indeed Career Scout, your personal career coach. Can it find jobs tailored to you? And help you get seen for all your skills? Well, the future of job searching has arrived. Try it at Indeed.com/careerscout.
Hey!
I got you, boss.
No matter what the weather, our families depend on us to get on the road every day and get going. So we need tires and brakes that perform under any condition. No one understands that better than the people at Mavis Tire. Mavis believes dependability starts with having the right tires and brakes and getting them at the right price so you can confidently handle the road ahead. Come see why dependable people depend on Mavis.
You're listening to Worthy of You. When you find your true match, you'll know it. It will feel natural, blend seamlessly, and never settle. Because you haven't come this far just to come this far. You're worth it.
Every day I walk into that field, it's like coming home. Whether I'm training, on the road, or underneath those lights, I know I perform my best when I feel my best. That's why I love Viore. The style, feel, and versatility help me find that perfect space between comfort and performance. I feel more balanced, more prepared, and ready to get back out there tomorrow and do it all over again.
I'm the Modelo Recruiter, and I reward full-time fans. Check out this recruit. The playmaker can get the ball through the uprights without setting foot on the field. This full-time fan deserves a Modelo.
Great news from Jeremy in sales. He's loving the AI sales agent.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's following up the leads 23% faster.
Jeremy. Great. So I can tell the board that the company's more productive.
Oh, no. I wish. But you can tell them Jeremy in sales is following up on leads 23% faster. Oh, Jeremy.
Oh, Jeremy.
Any business can use AI. IBM helps you use AI to change how you do business. Let's create smart to business. IBM.
JP Morgan Chase invests in healthcare to help create healthier communities.
Make the green grass grow all around, make the green grass grow all around.
It's MEAC football in Dover where hard hustle, Heritage takes center stage. Scoreless first quarter between Howard and Delaware State. Coach Jackson wants his team to clean those mistakes up. Too many penalties in the first quarter. Phil Shinner alongside the star of the playbook, Emery Hunt. And Sweezy with us this afternoon on the sidelines for us. Starks has his 2 feet in his own end zone. Second down and 8. Keeps it himself, tries to get a little more room, and he shy of the 10, down to the 9-yard line.
I was trying to give Delaware State a little bit of a taste of their own medicine. Running downhill, getting a lot of movement up front. So wide zone where the lineman on the left or the tight end came and kicked out on the right side. Just trying to throw different things at Delaware State, trying to see how they respond. Puts them in a third manageable situation.
Howard had a hard time running the football the last 2 weeks against South Carolina State and North Carolina Central. Last week against South Carolina State, just 63 yards rushing. They didn't do much better 2 weeks ago either running the football. Starks pass, gets batted in the air and almost intercepted. In and out of the hands. It was right there for him. To come up and make the interception, Brian Bates, who's been outstanding this season with 66 tackles, had one right there for him.
Probably would have got a touchdown too. He had a nice little convoy set up. He's going to see that play in his sleep all week long. Dropping the easy interception, but nonetheless, Delaware State gets a key stop here. Should get great field position by forcing a punt.
Bates, one of the top tacklers in the MEAC. There's his number, 66 tackles, 4.5 tackles for a loss this season for the redshirt sophomore. He's been tremendous for Coach Jackson's defense. Punting from their own ends in.
I'm going to turn this landscape.
Oh, what a hit. Didn't call for a fair catch.
Lieutenant Landscape.
Get what you asked for. Get it because you asked for it right there. That'll teach.
Let's head down to the field to Kayla Sweezy.
Something that both of these coaches emphasize is that their programs need the buy-in, and they're both seeing it. Coach Scott for Howard said that his team
Why you say this game
generation
boring?
is instantly gratified. They want what they want, and they want it now. So they've been focusing on believing
You must be
in the
not a
process.
Delaware State
For
fan.
Coach Jackson at Delaware State, he's been preaching to his team his success in the NFL was due to his consistency day in and day out. So as simple as it may seem, buy-in and belief has been crucial for both of these programs.
We'll step aside and be back after this.
Is the landscape better? No, my screen blank.
From open house to acceptance,
Something wrong with the connection.
and picking the program that's just for you, it matters. From scholarships to meeting with
Is this better landscape?
and all of the campus life and activities, it matters.
Okay, so let me turn it back. But you said I had to turn my computer sideways. Okay, so let me turn it back. I was trying to let you guys see the whole screen. I'll turn it back. There you go.
Brighter futures begin here with students and faculty.
I guess you can still see the field like that.
From the Home Depot Retool Your School grants. With these grants, HBCUs have built innovative learning lounges, revitalized rec areas, and created peaceful wellness spaces, providing students with areas to learn, relax, and thrive. Through their dedication to uplifting their campuses, HBCUs are growing stronger, one grant at a time, one project at a time, one community at a time. Learn more at retoolyourschool.com. Retool Your School. We're powered by purpose.
There is a conference where the student and student athlete still matters, where geography means something.
And we're back. Howard on defense and coming up big because their defense has been big so far. And a big tackle there for loss, fighting his way through. And this defense has really been the story so far for Howard. Jones comes up and makes the stop, tackle for loss.
Yeah, that was a great job by Jay Jones, another graduate player making plays. So far, we've seen all the graduates make plays for Howard here on both sides of the ball. That was an excellent TFL right there for number 44.
Hornets have already snapped it 20 times for 96 yards. Howard's offense has managed just 9 plays for 9 yards so far. Run up the middle, getting it close to midfield is Gillis. Gillis picks up 10 yards and will bring up a second and short.
He felt it right there. I know that pain as a running back. He thought if I just make this one guy miss, I'm off to the races. Nearly had that home run shot right here. Good job by the offensive line creating another lane, but even better tackle by number 13 for Howard on the defense, Messiah Thorne.
So Gillis enters this game shy of 1,000 yards, 915 yards. And you think the rushing numbers that they put up, it's surprising that he doesn't have 1,000. And here, straight ahead, right up the middle, all the way inside the 20 in the red zone, and a horse collar. And that is Gillis. Keep feeding him, and they'll tack on more yards for the tackle of Gillis.
Again, watch the hole that he has to run through, and right there, just a touchdown saving tackle, albeit a horse collar by Zuri Watson, a redshirt freshman. Able to run him down, but you saw Gillis just hit that thing full stride. He was able to start to pull away from the defense.
34-yard run for Gillis.
He might have 1,000 yards right now as we speak, based on how he's been running football so far in this game.
This offense that had a hard time running it last week.
Personal foul, horse collar tackle, defense, number 1. That penalty will be added to the end of the run, half the distance to the goal, automatic, first down.
So great opportunity for the Hornets to get on the board, but they've been here before. They fumbled it in the first quarter when they had an opportunity with it. Let's see what they can do here.
Can you finish is the biggest key of any football team on both sides of the ball, and that's what they're asking Delaware State right now to do.
Bennett pitches the option look. That's Jones. Jones fights his way towards the goal line. Is he in? They're going to mark him out at the 1.5-yard line.
It's a great job, great eye right there by the side judge who saw him step out at the 3-yard line. But you saw the acceleration off the option pitch. That's good old option football right there. You get your explosive guy on the edge, he's going to try to do the rest. And he just stepped out of bounds a hair short of the goal line.
Jones, who has a run for 15 yards today, and straight ahead, great job by the Bison's defense. They're fighting to try to get that ball back, and there is a penalty marker that comes out. I guess he was punching to try to get the football.
And the problem is now they're going to have offsetting penalties because Delaware State did a great job of getting Howard with 12 men on the field. One guy was late trying to run off, but all the extracurriculars that you see, it's going to end up hurting them. It's going to be no play. Unless this is going on Howard, just double up the penalty, which you give him an additional automatic first down.
There's McChempsey, who was the one that was, look, you could clearly see he was throwing punches. I don't think he was trying to punch at a player. He was trying to punch the football out. He's being consulted over there on the sideline. Here's another look at it. Watch number 3 coming in right there on your screen.
Yeah, he's trying to punch the ball out.
Trying to punch the ball out of Gillis's hands. Gillis 8 carries, 52 yards.
Both on the defense. Illegal substitution. Defense. 12 men in the formation. That penalty will be half the distance to the goal. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense, number 3. That will be half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down, and that will be number 3's first penalty towards unsportsmanlike conduct for disqualification.
So 2 penalties called on the Bison defense and sets up
unless the
Hornets.
Whistle was blown, he's trying to actively punch the ball out. I mean, you see him hitting the ball.
The Hornets trying to break the scoreless tie. Gillis in the backfield with Bennett. Bennett, Mr. Touchdown, trying to get another touchdown, but he is denied at the goal line.
It's a heck of a job right there by Cam Dyson, the linebacker. Their linebacking core, who we spoke about in the beginning of the broadcast, feel that they have been meeting this run game right there. Boom, good stick in the hole. I love seeing great linebacker play. Get low, pads underneath the ball, and just fire into the ball carrier. That's how you get stops.
Cam Dawson was the one there, the linebacker, sticking him. So another opportunity for the Hornets. Bennett keeps it himself, tries to find the end zone, and he is short. He has 9 rushing touchdowns this season. Emory was looking for his 10th, but I don't think he got it.
There's another flag up at the top. Another, after the penalty, over-aggressive play by the receiver.
Come out for coming off.
And you see coach is going to light into, I believe that's number 3 for Delaware State, Kyrie Benton. So both teams have to get their head in the game.
Here's Kyrie Benton. A look at him, the junior from Baltimore, Maryland.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense, number 3. That 15-yard penalty. Replay. The down counts. Third down.
So you had the ball at the inch line. Now you have it 15 yards back further.
And see, this is the part where if you're a head coach, you get super frustrated because you have to know the other side is trying to bait you into doing something silly to hurt your team, and you're falling for it. And we've seen both teams fall victim to each side, egging them on to create a penalty, forcing them to do something silly, and they've done it. They've obliged. So I can understand the frustration for both Coach Scott and Coach Jackson, getting your team to understand the severity of the situation.
Coaches stress discipline and accountability. So they had the ball at the inch line. Now with the penalty, it's a 3rd and goal back at the 15. Salray back in at quarterback. Throws it short and behind his intended receiver, Jenkins, and incomplete. And here's a 4th down. So you talk bend but don't break. That's been Howard's defense today.
You got to tip your cap to Howard, man. Doing a great job on the back end of coverage. There was no one open until late. You saw the low crosser coming across. But again, another errant throw going low and behind the receiver doesn't give him an opportunity to make the play. So Howard gets another stop inside the red zone. This time they're forcing them to kick a field goal as opposed to getting a touchdown. When you go back and watch the film, if you're Delaware State next week, you're going to be kicking yourself at how many blown opportunities you've had in this first quarter to make something happen, or second quarter, or this game.
34-yard attempt for Patrick Fisher Butler. He missed a 36-yarder last week against Morgan. This kick is up, and the kick is good. Our first points of the game. So now 7 of 11 with field goals for Fisher Butler. And the Hornets, they strike first. They lead it 3-0.
So there I was, scrolling eBay.
When I saw this.
Still in the box. It's like the exact same one my mom wore.
This whole time it was right there on eBay.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
One of last-minute getaway calls? Answer it. Book last-minute deals on thousands of stays with Vrbo.
Touchdown! You probably know these TD moves. But guess what? There's another TD, tardive dyskinesia. It causes uncontrollable movements, finger tapping, mouth and tongue movements, ankle rolling. Tardive dyskinesia is caused by certain prescription mental health medications. It's true. So talk to your doctor and visit theothertd.com to learn about TD and treatment options that can help.
Any questions?
How did you become the Capital One Bank guy?
I've always been passionate about no fees or minimums on checking accounts.
Aren't you in the Hall of Fame?
And didn't you live in space? What's in your wallet?
I got you, boss.
You're listening to Worthy of You. When you find your true match, you'll know it. It will feel natural, blend seamlessly, and never settle. Because you haven't come this far just to come this far. You're worth it.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning. Some of my greatest moments didn't happen in cleats. They happened in shoes like these, the Anders. Caught a trophy bass in these bad boys last month. Nearly broke my line. Johnston and Murphy, made for the moment.
A season of belief in Dover, a team that's learning how to win and how to fight and how to finish. They get on the board first. It was a 9-play, 59-yard drive. Fisher Butler, the 34-yard field goal, his 7th field goal of the season, and it's 3-0. One other game today in the MEAC at the half. Morgan State leads Norfolk State 21-20. 21-20 at the half down in Norfolk. Coach Vic, the other NFL star coaching in this league, hasn't had the success that Jackson has had, but certainly his team has been in a lot of close games.
It shows you they're on the cusp, and a lot of times the difference between winning and losing in those games is how you handle the situational moments.
So Howard will have the football back. Their offense certainly has not done much, so let's see if they can get something going special teams-wise. And Hagen Jr. spinning out. He's still on his feet. Down the sidelines he goes, looking for the end zone. He's in. There's the spark you need. This offense that has really had a hard time, but there's a penalty marker down at the 42-yard line, and that's coming back.
That's unfortunate because that was a fantastic job of breaking the tackle from Patrick Fisher Butler, the kicker, laid a hellacious shot on Reagan.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Kicking team, number 17. Be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
Reagan
Howard.
Jr.'s kickoff return is coming back, and that would have been a big spark for the Bison. The defense has played great today, but the offense has sputtered. That would have given them the spark they needed, but they will still have the football near midfield.
Watch the kicker here, Patrick Fisher Butler, who came off limbo. We're not going to see it, but unnecessary block in the back. He was going to outrun him. Sometimes you got to understand where you are on the field, momentum, physics, speed, all of those things, and that was a non-issue in terms of who's going to make a tackle. But I'm worried about the kicker for Delaware State because he went up there head up and laid a shot, and he came out holding his shoulder, and you see him getting worked on the sideline because I love the effort, but man, Reagan ran through that defender, that kicker, and was off to the races.
The Bison have the football at their own 49-yard line. Starks, pressure, gets out of it. Turns it into a positive play. Boy, did he buy time. It runs for 12 yards and a first down.
I mean, he hit him with a loop-de-loop. He went round and round the merry-go-round and did a great job in finding outside space on the perimeter. Right here, makes one guy miss, come back, make him miss again, and dips around and goes out the other side. And it was nothing but opportunity. So 2 big chunk plays so far to start this drive. The kickoff return, and now that QB run right there by Tyreek Starks.
12-yard run for Starks. First down for the Bison. They're in Hornet territory for the first time this afternoon, down 3-0. Trying to snap a 2-game losing skid. Handoff goes to Kearney. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
I thought if Kearney hit the hole full speed, he would have had an opportunity to really burst out the front door. But good job by Delaware State's front 7 of setting a physical edge and slow playing the run, allowing him to stop his feet, which allowed them to get up, rally up, and make the tackle.
Here's a look at Starks. Grad student. Played at Florida Atlantic before coming to Howard. Second down for the Bison. Starks will run it. Picks up 3 yards.
So great job on the back end by Delaware State. They had 3 receivers to the right side of the field, and it made it easy to really defend that pass concept. And Starks had nowhere to go with the football. So he did the best thing, scramble up instead of out to really get down the field and pick up some positive yards.
Starks just 1 of 7 passing for 3 yards, but it's been his legs here in this drive that has helped out the Bison. But here we are on a 3rd down. Bison have struggled on 3rd down today. Their offense has really sputtered. 0 for 2 on 3rd downs. Here's their 3rd opportunity. Starks throws it downfield. And there's a late penalty flag coming out all the way from the back.
From Virginia.
Couple states over. Looking for Cooper, number 9, and there you see it right there. Number 9, Cooper was the intended target. Cooper was 16 catches this season. Was waiting for the flag, and then it finally came in.
Yeah, you saw the
Pass
defender.
interference. Defense, number 5. 15-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
Saw the defender, Marquis Adams, Darius Perkins had his hand in the yoke, which is the neck area of the receiver, and he couldn't allow it. That didn't allow him to jump up and try to make a play on the ball. Outside of that, you had receivers open on the middle of the field. Easier throw, easier level of difficulty that Starks could have gone to as opposed to that one, but he drew the flag nonetheless. Keeps him on the field, extends the drive.
So Perkins with the pass interference. Howard is in business in the red zone. Handoff goes to Kearney. Kearney picks up 3 yards. Tell you what, there's a battle in the trenches. MEAC football in November is all about the trenches.
And you see it manifest itself in the Celebration Bowl, which is why they've had so much success against the SWAC. You see right there, just replace and allowing these guys to make plays. That was a great job by Brian Bates, just clearing through and making a play.
Bates has been great. Coach Jackson's talked about just how great Bates has been. Approaching 70 tackles on the season for Delaware State. So 2nd and 7 now. Howard with their best opportunity to get some points. This has been their best offensive drive so far this game. Oh, hit hard. Starks was leveled. Starks waited and waited and waited, and Bates comes up and smacks him. Great job by the secondary. No one was open. I mean, Starks tried to give his receivers as much time, and then Bates whacked them.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Watch Bates close here. Boom. It takes 2 to tango and 3 to jump rope. At some point, you need your receivers to work themselves back toward the quarterback. No one helped him out, and he held the football. Probably should have thrown it away, but he was trying to give his guys a chance to make a play, but Bates just kind of closed in like a heat-seeking missile and got a big stick on Starks.
There's a look at Brian Bates. Well-deserved drink after that big hit. 3rd and 10 now for the Bison. Starks Looked like he was going to set up the screen and does. Gets the pass to Reagan Jr. with a big kickoff return that was called back, and he pushes the pile forward. Gets the ball down to the 12-yard line.
I thought Delaware State did a good job in reading the screen. They dropped out of the blitz, and you know, it was kind of smart on the second level. Did a great job of understanding, like, hey man, I'm not that good. I'm not getting back here this free. It has to be a screen. And he did a good job rallying up, made the stop, and forcing the field goal attempt.
Matt Conrad on to try to tie the game. Last week he was 1 of 3 on field goal kicks. He missed one. He had one blocked. He has 4 makes this season. This is a 24-yard for him. The kick is up. And the kick is good. And we are tied at 3-3. So the kickers, both kickers, put points on the board.
From open house to acceptance, new student orientation, and peer program that's just for you, it matters. From scholarships to meeting with advisors and making new friends, and all of the campus life and activities, it matters. With continued one-on-one support, student success planning, internship to graduation, and landing your dream job in your career field, it matters. Because at Delaware State University, it all matters.
Brighter futures begin here with students and faculty that bring campus projects to life with help from the Home Depot Retool Your School grants. With these grants, HBCUs have built innovative learning lounges, revitalized rec areas, and created peaceful wellness spaces, providing students with areas to learn, relax, and thrive. Through their dedication to uplifting their campuses, HBCUs are growing stronger, one grant at a time, one project at a time, one community at a time. Learn more at retoolyourschool.com. Retool Your School. We're powered by purpose.
There is a conference where the student and student athlete still matters, where geography means something, and where rivalries are measured in decades, not dollars. In this conference, we push one another to greater heights on the field, the court, the track, and in the classroom. Here, we stay true to our values, and we stay true to each other. The Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, where champions are made.
For Howard, the record won't tell the whole story, but a win today sure would. We're tied up 3-3. Howard, 8 play, ended up with a 28-yard field goal to tie it all up here at Dover, Delaware. Delaware State, top of the MEAC with South Carolina State's win last night over North Carolina Central. The MEAC championship game will be here next week. Just the way it worked out. Question is, will Delaware State go into the game undefeated or with one loss? But next week's game will be for the MEAC championship and the right to go to the Celebration Bowl. But first, Delaware State, they want to take care of Howard. 3-3 game with 6:20 to go in the second quarter. Hornets on the return. Good return by Bennett. There's a penalty marker down. Bennett returned it for 27 yards.
Hey.
You allowed here?
Let's Deuce game.
No foul. Block in the back. First down, Delaware State.
I love how the crowd just kind of filled out on both sides. You saw a late rowdy crowd here at Delaware State. We were wondering where the fans were out tailgating, and then they just came in at kickoff. And on the other side, you saw Howard's traveling fans from D.C. came in as well. So nice crowd here to support the 73 football team at Delaware State. 3-0 in conference play.
Nothing but excitement now with Coach Jackson here. A team that only won 2 games in the last 2 years. Been a long time since a winning season, and they have all that. Going downfield, there's some contact, but there's a catch as well alongside the pass interference call. But what a great catch coming back to get it is Roan. Who needs the pass interference? Roan, concentrated, the junior from Houston, Texas, with the big catch, and there's an explosive play.
Defense, number 28. That foul will be declined. Result of the play, first down.
This is a great job by Terrence Roan working back toward the football and finding the ball, getting a little bit of a push off. Yeah, you know, they never call offensive pass interference, but he did a great job in focusing on the ball and got the reception.
Biggest play for the Hornets today. Jones.
It's a great job by Ishan Abdul Ali, redshirt sophomore defensive lineman. And I can't stress enough how great of a tackle that was, because that is James Jones. You give him a sliver of a crease and he is going to hit his head on the goalpost. So he did a great job at making sure he brought down one of the more explosive runners in the MEAC.
That Roan pass play, 45 yards. Saw ready to throw it. Pressure. Somehow avoids the sack and then throws it and has the completion. What an athletic play. Ducked under a sack and then stood up and got the completion.
The collective athleticism we see from the quarterback position on both sides today have been outstanding. Watch this, just doop. I don't know how he retained his balance and did a great job in hitting his crossing receiver, Nathan Stewart, just to keep the play alive and get them in a third manageable situation. Now it's 3rd and 4 as opposed to 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 15.
Stewart with the catch. That's his 16th catch of the season. Bennett in at quarterback and throws it to Gillis. Gillis can run. Gillis inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line. So a simple pass play for Bennett to get it to the leading rusher in the MEAC. Let him do his thing. Run after catch.
That's just like a tall sweep right there. Just an easy pass. Get Gillis on the move. Get him a head start. And he's going to outrun defenders to the sideline and got the first down. Puts them inside the 10-yard line. We'll see if they're able to capitalize.
This is where they've been most of this game, but they only have 3 points on the board.
Facts.
Salre back in at quarterback and hands the ball to Jones. Jones patience, then bounces to the outside. Still on his feet. Flags all over the place as Jones gets close to the 5-yard line, out of bounds at the 6.
Jones is one of my favorite players to watch in college football, regardless of subdivision. Just outstanding talent. Wouldn't be denied right there. They're going to call the face mask here by the referee.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense, number 18. Half the distance to the goal from the end of the run. Automatic. First down.
But to your point, Phil, we've seen Delaware State play this game in this scenario at least 10 times in this ball game and have come away with only 3 points. So this is a huge drive, not only for Delaware State, but that offensive line and for these backs to try to punch the ball in.
Salre's in at quarterback. Gillis standing next to him. We have 3 on the board. They want 6. Gillis, tough running, and he's shy of the end zone down to the 1-yard line.
You got to give credit to Howard and how they have been maintaining the line of scrimmage. This is not the biggest Howard defensive line, but this is a huge offensive line of Delaware State. I know they've been some moving parts across the offensive line, but the mindset remains and is still the same in terms of how they are able to move teams off the ball. And Howard is holding their own and making some plays consistently in that regard.
Here comes Mr. Touchdown into the game. Number 0, Bennett, was 9 rushing touchdowns this season. Was denied last time. Bennett's going to keep it and into the end zone. There's a penalty marker down. Bennett got in, walked in for his 10th rushing touchdown of the season, but hold on.
Offense, number 69. 10-yard penalty, second down.
Johnson, the junior center, called for the penalty.
Watch right there in the middle of your screen. He grabs the outside frame and just kind of tackles him to the ground. Now, granted, the defensive lineman is slipping and falling, doesn't really have good leverage. So all he really has to do is just kind of help him to the ground. as opposed to getting his hands up high around the head and neck area, which results to a hold.
Just like last time, they had the ball at the inch line, then the 15-yard penalty. Here they have it down to the inch line. Bennett walked into the end zone, but the penalty moves them back. So they have issues in the red zone here today.
Coach is trying to explain we don't want this to become the new normal where we're shooting ourselves in the foot, run out of toes.
Salray in at quarterback. He's going to throw it. Fires it, and incomplete.
So great job by the defensive back. Missouri Watson, redshirt freshman, he was lockstep with Stewart, their big wide receiver.
Look at that. Watson on coverage, number 1, and then Stewart was the intended target. Stewart's got some height, too, 6'5".
And Stewart's talking smack to Coach Jackson, and Jackson wants to flag. It's like, hey, he's going above and beyond, talking smack to me, the head coach.
There's the intensity of Coach Jackson. He still wants to be a player.
He's still a wide receiver at heart.
Yeah, he still wants to be a player, but he's a coach now. Firing the ball in the middle of the field and incomplete. Looked like he had him, but then he threw the ball behind the intended target and incomplete. And there's another penalty marker down.
It's going to be roughing the quarterback. Got up near the head neck area right here. Good job scanning the field.
Well, that gets tipped.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic. First down.
So he was looking for Wesley. The ball did get tipped, and the penalty on the Bison. So now Coach Scott, he's fired up on the other sideline.
And Coach Jackson's still arguing with the ref like, hey, you got to tell him stop taunting me, or they're going to throw the flag. And the ball got tipped. Just a slight head tap, but again, good sell job by the QB enough to really draw the penalty. Giving them a new set of downs, and they're going to have to wait until the defender gets off the field.
November MEAC football. It's intense. Salray to the end zone. Touchdown. And the Hornets have 6.
Touchdown. I had to be quiet for a second to make sure we didn't have any flags because that's been the story so far in this ball game inside the green zone. Good job by your quarterback, Salray. Look at the lane. There's nothing in between him and that red paint in the end zone for the touchdown for Delaware State. Finally able to pay off a drive with a touchdown.
Salray's second rushing touchdown of the season. The Hornets and Coach Jackson finally get a touchdown on the board. They've been to the red zone a bunch. That's their first touchdown of the game. Let's head down to the sidelines. The Kayla Sweezy. Kayla?
I got to talk to Marquise Gillis this week, someone who has so much pride in this program. He's been at Delaware State for the entirety of his collegiate career. He's seen the ups and the downs, and despite that, he said he never once thought about leaving Delaware State. He wanted to make a true change in this program, and the 2022 MEAC Rookie of the Year is doing just that alongside head coach Deshaun Jackson and the rest of his squad. Back to you, Phil.
Great story, Kayla. Yes, certainly the Rookie of the Year, and then for 2 years we didn't hear much about it, Gillis. He suffered through an injury and stayed here, was talking maybe
personal foul. Leaping. Defense. That 15-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
What did he say?
Leaping. So the assist on, we thought we saw that earlier on the field goal attempt. It wasn't called. But again, I watched this in the video.
Explain this leaping here.
So he's going to use
there it is, number 5.
Yeah,
he steps on the back. He can't do that.
He steps on the back of the player up front to assist, trying to get the block. You can't do that. Either you're going to jump over the line, or you're going to stand up and jump at the ball.
Now, Zara, that's how I used to dunk. Had my teammate get down and then or just jump on his back. You know, I mean, I use it as a trampoline to get up there.
Here's the thing. I don't like the way this game is going for both teams. I would expect the refs to talk to both coaches before halftime or at halftime and say, hey, things are getting a little bit chippy, a little bit out of hand. Calm your team down. We don't want to see a situation like we saw with Grambling and Bethune-Cookman. So you could nip that in the bud right here. You've seen a lot of penalties, a lot of after-the-play penalties that they can kind of calm the tenor down in this ball game because they're playing good competitive football, but you don't want them to get kicked out of a ball game that could hurt them in the next contest.
Coach Jackson was very outspoken about that brawl that happened in the SWAC. Said it was a bad look for HBCU football. But the intensity that happens in November, and that's what makes the MEAC special. You got to play 7 games before you can start playing conference football, and then it's just a whole different level when it comes down to playing your conference schedule in November.
And we'll talk about this more as the broadcast goes on, but because the MEAC has been so competitive, they could have their cake and eat it too with the way things could play out, potentially with a representative going to the Celebration Bowl and another one potentially going to the FCS playoffs.
That would be really something to have a team in the FCS playoffs for the MEAC. Hand off to Reagan Jr.
It's a good job by that defensive line of Delaware State, just replacing that offensive front of Howard and getting the stop at the line of scrimmage. So I love the physical battle we're seeing in the trenches. Those units have come to play today for both sides.
The Delaware State drive, 10 plays, 68 yards, took 3:11 off the clock. Salway with the run up the middle for the touchdown, and 10-3 lead for the Hornets here in Dover. Second down for the Bison. Starks, time to throw. Has the completion at the 38-yard line as Cooper makes the catch, his 17th grab of the season. He had 3 catches last week.
It's probably the best throw of the game for Tyreek Starks. I like how he was able to scan the protection, scan each different progression, go through them, and deliver the dart right there, looking left to right, trusting his pocket, good protection, and fires a dart on the comeback route.
2-minute timeout.
We're reached the 2-minute timeout. The Hornets looking to keep this sting going. They want a MEAC championship. They want to go to the Celebration Bowl. They got to win today.
So I'm writing an essay on cats. Cats in art history. I'm an art history major and this final is due on Friday. Luckily, with Grammarly, I can upload my class rubric and see what kind of grade I might get. Not my dream grade. Let's verify this, shorten that, and boom! We have pretty high standards, am I right?
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get 0% APR with an average finance savings of over $4,600 on this Sierra 1500 model. We are professional grade.
Check-in time is 3.
It's 2:55.
I know.
Is this what he's doing now?
As your host, I have some rules. First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. No games, no fun.
Yes, Coach.
Meanwhile, at a Verbo, get the vacation you expect, and never a hovering host.
Great news from Jeremy in sales. He's loving the AI sales agent.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's following up the leads 23% faster.
Jeremy. Great. So I can tell the board that the company's more productive.
Oh, no. I wish. But you can tell them Jeremy in sales is following up on leads 23% faster.
Oh, Jeremy.
Oh, Jeremy.
Any business can use AI. IBM helps you use AI to change how you do business. Let's create smart to business. IBM.
Let the calendar fool you. This one's got juice. Howard and Delaware State still battling for pride, power, and respect. And for a lot of people over Delaware, the last place you want to be in November would be at a Hornets football game. But that's changed now with Coach Jackson. This is the place to be, even though it's football in November, because Delaware State atop the MEAC along with South Carolina State. Those two teams will meet next week right here. So first down for Howard. Out of the 2-minute timeout. Got the ball to Reagan Jr. And he's out of bounds, shy of the 40 at the 39.
Smart job right there by Reagan just to get out of bounds, man. It's preserve the timeout situation, but also stop the clock.
Timeout, you see 3 for Howard, just 1 for Delaware State. Coach Scott did a great job, had his team in the Celebration Bowl 2 years ago. Starks. Penalty markers down. Starks gets out of bounds.
Call a hold here.
Howard 10 penalties, 90 yards. Delaware State 6 penalties for 64 yards. We'll wait to see what Mr. Edwards has as this latest infraction.
Offense, number 55. 10-yard penalty, second down.
So 11 penalties now on Howard for 100 yards in the first half.
Right, you're going to see right here, number 55. And this happens all the time with offensive linemen on the defense. And you see right there, just has them up on the left shoulder pad. And you see the jersey start to come up.
Howard 10 penalties, 90 yards. Delaware State 6 penalties for 64 yards. We'll wait to see what Mr. Edwards has as this latest infraction.
Offense, number 55. 10-yard penalty, second down.
So 11 penalties now on Howard for 100 yards in the first half.
Right, you're going to see right here, number 55. And this happens all the time with offensive linemen on the defense. And you see right there, just has them up on the left shoulder pad. And you see the jersey start to come up underneath the belly of the defensive lineman. He's clearly being held.
There's Tim Artis Jr. at the center.
Toward to get open, got to make that grab. That's a great throw by Tyreek Starks. He's been throwing football a lot better in the second quarter. That right there needed your receiver to help you out and come up with that catch. That would have been a huge gain to help cut this 3rd and 20 in half.
Third down. Starks, again, a lot of time to throw the football. Throws it far side and incomplete.
It's a great job in coverage, man. At number 9 for Delaware State, I'm talking about Samuel Corpy, who was at Monmouth before, did a great job in working back toward the ball and knocking the ball away. Just excellent job right there.
Corpy's been good. 33 tackles, 8.5 tackles for a loss. He also has 3 sacks. Last week, had a sack.
We were calling some of his games at Monmouth. He's just been outstanding here for Delaware State. I'm sorry, for Delaware State.
So Howard will have to punt the football back to the Hornets. Down 10-3, 1:34 to go before the half. Allen gets the punt off, and on the return from 30. And just a short return for Delaware State. But what a turnaround it has been this season. You talk about first and milestones. How about this? First winning season since 2012. Top rushing offense in the MEAC and the FCS. First homecoming win for them. It was a huge one since 2018. School record yards in a game. Undefeated so far in MEAC play. All with the arrival of Coach Jackson. Who would have thought he would have turned it around so quick?
Exactly. It shows you around the country, no matter what program you take over, it's always a chance for you to turn it around and become a winner.
How about this? First winning season since 2012. Top rushing offense in the MEAC and the FCS. First homecoming win for them. It was a huge one since 2018. School record yards in a game. Undefeated so far.
What's wrong with this? Let's see.
Where you are, no matter what your high school recruiting footprint is, you can have some success. A good throw, good catch, good execution all the way around. Nice chunk play for Delaware State. And they're threatening to score once again inside the vaunted red zone.
Wesley's first catch since the Norfolk State game. 11th catch of the season. And yeah, let's see what they can do in the red zone. It's been tough for them so far inside the 5-yard line, and they get that pass to Jenkins. And there's a timeout. Delaware State will call timeout with 31 seconds. So this is exactly what Coach Jackson wanted. They got the ball and his team with a couple of passes find themselves in the red zone. you know, hopefully trying to get their second touchdown of the game.
Again, zigging when everyone expects you to zag. This was the run game we talked about leading into this ball game, but at the end of the day, this series it's been all about their passing attack and their quarterbacks being able to find success deep downfield.
Game clock operator, please put 34 seconds on the game clock. 34 seconds.
So 34 seconds on the game clock. Game clock.
Game clock operator.
Operator's
please
right next to you.
reset the game clock to 34 seconds.
This is
34 seconds, please. Thank you.
So it was a 3-3 game, and the Hornets had plenty of opportunities to put points on the board. They had a turnover when they were in the red zone. They had some bad penalties in the red zone. But here they are now on the knocking on the door for their second touchdown to try to go up 17-3 at the half. Sare 4 of 8 passing, 63 yards. He also has a rushing touchdown. Bennett has played. He's come in to run the football a couple times for the Hornets. Run reverse. Nicely played. It was Plum Taylor into the end zone. The redshirt freshman from Long Beach, California, has his first rushing touchdown of the season for him.
It's funny to see a wide receiver get a rushing touchdown here for Delaware State, but again, they live and die by the run game of any sort. Whoever carries the football understands what to do with it. You see right there, your receiver coming in on the end around, and Plum Taylor gets the score, gives them a 13-point lead, 14-point, hitting the extra point, which is good. This is exactly what you wanted if you're Delaware State. What a way to end the half with a touchdown. Now we'll see if Howard, with 29 seconds left, to cut into this lead. You saw a big kickoff return.
It just seemed like it was 3-3 a second ago. and now 2 touchdowns. Let's take a look at the MEAC standings. The big win last night for South Carolina State over North Carolina Central. So the MEAC standings look like this. 4-0 South Carolina State. Really, if Delaware State wins or not today, these are the two teams. South Carolina State's coming to Delaware State, and that'll be for the right to go to the celebration.
If you're the MEAC, ideally what you want is Delaware State to win out, get to the celebration, and South Carolina State to the FBS postseason. The reason why? South Carolina State has a better script of schedule in wins. Delaware State has 2 Division II wins on their schedule, so if they lose to South Carolina State, they won't have enough D1 wins or the quality D1 wins to get the FCS postseason bid, but South Carolina State would.
Could the Bulldogs get there at 8-4?
Yes, they could. They have won enough. They have a good win on their schedule early. That game they lost against Charleston Southern could potentially hurt them because of now the Ivy League able to participate in the postseason, and they may have 2 outstanding teams. That we knew Harvard's going to go, but Dartmouth is right there nipping at their heels in terms of being able to get that at-large bid as well.
So a short return for the Bison. We'll have the football with 24 seconds to go here before the half, down 17-3.
And we talked about the SWAC before the game, Phil, when we were just talking about teams that could potentially get to the FCS postseason. Alabama State has that opportunity too, but what hurts them is that Thanksgiving Day game or weekend game against Tuskegee. Otherwise, Alabama State would have gotten a SWAC bid, a rare SWAC bid to the postseason because of how well they played UAB in the opener, which is a game they should have won. But they are also having a phenomenal season as well.
You talk about that Celebration Bowl. The MEAC.
Timeout.
Howard calls timeout.
On the first half, it will be 30 seconds.
The Celebration Bowl. We talked about the dominance of the MEAC in that Celebration Bowl, but believe it or not, Emery, the last 2 Celebration Bowl winners coming out of the SWAC. Last year, Jackson State beat South Carolina State, and then Howard, who was there in 2023, lost to FAMU, who used to be in the MEAC, but they're in the SWAC. So the SWAC has taken the last 2. Boy, there's a rivalry between the MEAC and the SWAC. And a lot of chatter online, and the fans get into it, the alumni get into, who has the better HBCU conference? Is it the MEAC or the SWAC?
Well, I've gone to the first 3 Celebration Bowls, and they're outstanding events. You have to get to one, guys, if you haven't been to one. But you talk about the bye week between the SWAC championship game and the Celebration Bowl, which is why the MEAC used to get off to those great starts. So they had no championship game. They had 2 weeks of rest.
Starks to throw. As the completion, far side, nice job there, and the completion by Hunter.
It's a good throw. Starks is really starting to find his groove and rhythm as a quarterback. Watch this. This is a deep, far out throw that he hits accurately and allows the receiver to catch the football, but also get out of bounds, most importantly.
Starks 3 of 10, 5 of 14 passing, excuse me. Hunter has 2 catches. Starks again, time. It's Reagan out of the backfield, who gets across midfield it's right to midfield, and that's where the Bison will have the football with 12 seconds to go here in the first half.
I know Delaware State is not sitting pressure, but just a good job overall in the passing game for Howard's offensive line. They've done a really good job of protecting Starks in the pocket, and he's done a great job of just paying that forward by going through his progressions and finding an open receiver.
And Sweezy will talk to the Delaware State athletic director coming up at the half. Stay tuned for that. And the completion there. Good catch, was hauled in by Hunter, his second catch of this drive.
It's an excellent job right there by Hunter, just making that reception. He had to scoop that one up off the ground. May have bounced, looks like. We'll see if they go back and review that. That looked like he had been trapped off the ground.
I'm going to stop it and take a look at it. The crowd reacted here at Alumni Stadium after seeing it on the big board.
Of a catch is under further review.
I know they love the big board. Watching the big board here at Delaware State, the fans got into it and they saw him sort of right here. This is the best view. You're going to see him go low to get it, but did it bounce off the ground right there? No, but did he use the ground to help it right there? Yes.
So you're saying no catch?
I say no catch because he caught it, but as he was going to the ground aided him in securing the catch.
So we're under review, taking a look at that catch by Hunter. Was it a catch or not? Delaware State, who starts very fast. Again, as we said before, came into the game with 94 points scored in the first quarter. Was held scoreless in the first quarter. Then it started slow. They had troubles in the red zone, fumble, a couple penalties that made things hard. It was a 3-0 game, then a 3-3 game. And after that, 2 back-to-back touchdowns and 14 points unanswered. Delaware State leads at 17-3.
Coming into the ball game, Delaware State were 12.5-point favorites in this contest. And to see it play out in the second half, you gotta suspect that the odds makers saw Howard's defense as a formidable challenge. 12.5 is rather low for how well Delaware State does play.
Of course, the MEAC preseason football media day in Baltimore, home of the Ravens where they had it, came out. Delaware State picked to finish last.
After review, the ruling on the field of a catch has been reversed to an incomplete pass. We will reset the ball at the 50-yard line. It will be 2nd down and 5. Game clock operator, please place 7 seconds on the game clock, and it will start on the snap.
Okay, so you nailed it, Emery. Lazar was right again. Incomplete pass. They'll put 7 seconds on the clock and 7 seconds to go before halftime here at Dover, Delaware.
Well, if they're going to start to wind it on his signal, if I'm Howard, I'd call timeout right now as opposed to trying to get the snap off and wasting at least a second, because every second counts here.
2nd down at midfield. Or the Bison trying to snap a 2-game losing skid. Down 17-3. Starks has the completion at the far sideline. Gets out of bounds with 2 seconds to go. They have that play down pat, and they go to Hunter. Makes the catch.
Well, Starks has been, I would say the last 5 or 6 passes for Starks. One was a drop, has been outstanding. His placement on the passes has been exactly what you want to see. I'm glad he settled in. Started a little bit of shaky throwing the football, but if he continues to play like this, they're going to be terror in the second half with this Delaware State defense.
2 seconds to go before the half. The final play of the first half. Starks. Here's some pressure. Starks gets out of a sack and gets the completion to Reagan. Reagan has a lot of real estate to run. Makes a man miss, and then he's tackled at the 18-yard line, and that's how this first half will come to an end. The season may be winding down, but these rivals, they're just heating up. A big second half could be coming up. And there's a penalty marker down, so hold on. Hold on. I think they're looking at a possible face mask.
That's going to give them a chance to kick the field goal.
Sure is. Move the ball to the 10-yard line.
Doing the run. Personal foul. Face mask. Deep. Half the distance to the goal. We will have one untimed down before the half.
Arnard would come in to try to kick. Has one field goal already.
And half their team ran into the locker room already, so we'll see. Probably a truncated, field goal block team right there for Delaware State.
27-yard attempt. Knocked one in already. Let's see if he can get a field goal here before the end of the half and give his Howard Bison some points, and he does. So that's big for the Bison, low momentum for them as they get another field goal kick and put 6 on the board. We have now reached the half. Delaware State 17, Howard 6. We'll be back with more. Our halftime show coming up. You're watching MEAC College Football on ESPN+.
Check-in time is 3.
It's 2:55.
I know.
Is this what he's doing now?
As your host, I have some rules. First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. No games. No fun.
Yes, Coach.
Meanwhile, at a Verbo, get the vacation you expect, and never a hovering host.
The job search. It's so impersonal. Sometimes all you feel like is a walking resume. And the jobs you do find are just bad fit after bad fit. Oh, what's this? Indeed Career Scout, your personal career coach. Can it find jobs tailored to you? And help you get in for all your skills? Well, the future of job searching has arrived. Try it at Indeed.com/careerscout.
So when I run the AI query, I just get this generic answer. It's like the AI is not even using our data.
Oh, yeah, it's not.
But we have the data. It's on our cloud, it's in our data centers, it's in your hand.
But that's the problem. It's all over the place. The AI can't use it.
But it's right there.
Any business can use AI. IBM helps you use AI to change how you do business. Let's create small to this. IBM.
Vivid Seats' lowest price guarantee means you get low ticket prices in the Vivid Seats app. Guaranteed. But Vivid Seats cannot guarantee that you'll crash the tailgate and walk away without a concussion. Or your chest pains will survive sub-zero temps. Or your kid will catch a foul ball and actually keep it. And Vivid Seats definitely cannot guarantee that you'll have your voice the next day. But we can guarantee lower ticket prices only in the Vivid Seats app. Download now.
Expressing my true self is powerful. I'm gonna make that statement. I'm gonna show you every side of myself. At the end of the day, it's what you want to do. It's what you want to wear. TJ Maxx, Max, what makes you, you.
Curiosity is a question at the edge of every thought.
What's that called, Mom? Vitiligo. I think I did pretty good.
with vitiligo, curiosity asks,
So if your color can go away, can I ever come back?
curiosity is calling. Will you answer? Discover what's possible at vitiligo.com.
Sam is taking the Tide Boosted test.
Oh, yes, I am.
Look what I made!
Ooh, looks like the whole buffet.
Wow, I don't pack her lunch, but I do always know what she had.
Those are some serious stains.
This isn't gonna cut it.
Try Tide. It's boosted. The other stuff can't match Tide's Boosted Clean.
This is a game changer.
Looks like we passed.
Thanks, Mom. Try to keep it clean, promises.
It's cleaner, whiter, brighter, and fresher. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide.
With Kingsford, you can bring some serious flavor to the tailgate. Isn't that right, Reese?
Shh, let them cook.
Kingsford Original Charcoal, available at the Home Depot.
Fall November day, Dover, Delaware. The band's rocking, the crowd buzzing. The Hornets trying to finish this special season with a championship. What a fall it's been at Delaware State. For more on that, we head down to the sidelines to Kayla Sweezy.
Yes, I am joined by a special guest, the athletic director, Tony Tucker, and he's joining me here today. It's also Greek Day here on campus, and he's a member of Kappa Alpha Psi. So, have the perfect guest. I want to ask you first, I pulled into the stadium and saw tailgate, so much paraphernalia. What's it like to see the Divine Nine so well respected and represented on this campus?
Well, it's a long legacy going on. We've done this at athletic events for more than 10 years, way before I got here. So it's good for student engagement. It's good for HBCUs to be able to recognize the Divine Nine and the fraternities and sororities. So it's a long-standing legacy and a long-standing tradition that we're glad to carry on here at Delaware State.
And how has Kappa Alpha Psi played a role in your career, just the brotherhood? How has it impacted your career?
Well, I think just as you said, the brotherhood is tremendous. There's a number of my fraternity brothers, Kappa Alpha Psi, here at Delaware State University that are not just fraternity brothers, they're lifelong friends, and that network carries on forever. And then all the other fraternity sororities can say the same thing, but it's something that is a foundational part of my life that will be there for as long as I live.
And we're going to switch gears to football. You just told me off camera that your first coaching hire was head coach Deshaun Jackson. How have you seen that decision pay off this season?
Well, tremendously. I mean, it's above and beyond. I knew what Deshaun was going to be able to do. I knew he was going to be a great success. I think it's safe to say he's even exceeded my expectations, and I had lofty expectations coming in, but he's even exceeded my expectations. The Delaware State community, our alumni, our stakeholders, our board of trustees, everyone is really pleased with what he's done so far. We haven't seen football at this level played at Delaware State in decades. And we're still not done yet. We still have some ways to go this season, and we have some big goals for this year. But as up to this point, we're really pleased and really, really happy about what Deshaun has done.
Thank you so much for your time, and back to you, Phil.
Thank you very much. The Hornets, 41 plays, 273 yards of total offense in the first half to just 99 yards of total offense for Howard at the half. Delaware State 17, Howard 6. It's BI College Football on ESPN+.
Check-in time is 3.
It's 2:55.
I know.
Is this what he's doing now?
As your host, I have some rules. First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. No games, no fun.
Yes, Coach.
Meanwhile, at a Verbo, get the vacation you expect, and never a hovering host.
The job search. It's so impersonal. Sometimes all you feel like is a walking resume. And you find are just bad fit after bad fit. What's this? Indeed Career Scout, your personal career coach. Can it find jobs tailored to you? And help you get seen for all your skills? Well, the future of job searching has arrived. Try it at Indeed.com/careerscout.
2, please.
Make that 3 with the Capital One Saver card. You earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment.
Are you insane?
Yes, the tentacles off my 3% cash back. Perfect delivery. What's in your wallet?
With Kingsford, you can bring some serious flavor to the tailgate. Isn't that right, Reese?
Shh, let them cook.
Kingsford Original Charcoal, available at the Home Depot.
Vivid Seats' new lowest price guarantee means you get lower ticket prices in the Vivid Seats app. But Vivid Seats cannot guarantee that you'll crash a tailgate and walk away without a concussion. But we can guarantee lower ticket prices only in the Vivid Seats app. A hit. No matter how you slice it, or cut it, or cube it. Sizzle, pork, and
Great news from Jeremy's sales. He's loving the AI sales agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's following up the leads 23% faster. Jeremy.
Great. So I can tell the board that the company's more productive.
Oh, no. I wish. But you can tell them Jeremy's sales is following up from leads 23% faster. Oh,
You do business. Let's create smarter business. IBM.
Attention shoppers, prices are doubling.
What's his deal? What's his deal? He got that more for your money feeling at Metro. With 1 line of unlimited 5G for just $40, period. And a free 5G phone. And no activation fees. And the best network. Get holiday savings. Only at Metro.
Curiosity is a question at the edge of every thought.
What's that called, Mom?
Vitiligo. I think I did pretty good. That's so cool.
With vitiligo, curiosity asks,
So if your color can go away, can I ever come back?
curiosity is calling. Will you answer? Discover what's possible at vitiligo.com.
Feels a little bigger, dance louder, stakes higher, and pride even deeper. Delaware State looking to win their 8th game of the season, up 17-6 at the half. Dale Sweezy caught up with Coach Jackson.
Coach, a very physical first half, chippy on both sides of the ball for both teams. How do you ensure that your team stays focused?
We knew all week coming into this game it was going to be a tough battle. You know, every game from here on out is going to be tough. We just got to lock in and just don't do nothing mental, right? We can get it our way. It's always us beating Delaware State. So right now we just got to settle down and we'll make the right decisions to do what we need to do for the second half.
You've got momentum on your side with this lead. How do you capitalize on that in the second half?
We just got to continue to do what we do, which is Delaware State's brand of football, man. You know, not shoot ourselves in the foot and not make bonehead decisions in mistakes. Because that's what cost us out here on the field. We gave up 3 points at the end of the half, and we should have got out of here clean. But like I said, we'll do a good job of cleaning up, and we'll come out second half on fire.
Thanks for the time, Coach. Best of luck. Back to you, Phil.
Do what you do. What Coach Jackson and the Hornets do is win football games. Their first winning season since 2012. They have a lot more on their mind. They want a MEAC championship. They want a Celebration Bowl championship. But they have a second half coming up with the Howard Bison.
Check-in time is 3. It's 2:55. I know.
Is this what he's doing now?
As your host, I have some rules. First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. No games. No fun.
Yes, Coach.
Meanwhile, at a Verbo, get the vacation you expect, and never a hovering host.
The job search. It's so impersonal. Sometimes all you feel like is a walking resume. And the jobs you do find are just bad fit after bad fit. What's this? Indeed Career Scout, your personal career coach. Can it find jobs tailored to you? And help you get seen for all your skills? Well, the future of job searching has arrived. Try it at Indeed.com/careerscout.
So, to recap all the AI we're adding, it's supposed to streamline our workflows.
That's the idea.
But adding the AI that makes everyone else's job easier to manage gives us more to manage.
That's the reality.
Well, that's not very streamlined.
That's the irony.
Any business can use AI. IBM helps you use AI to change how you do business. Let's create smart to business. IBM.
Vivid Seats' new lowest price guarantee means you get lower ticket prices in the Vivid Seats app. But Vivid Seats cannot guarantee that you'll tailgate and walk away without a concussion. But we can guarantee lower ticket prices only in the Vivid Seats app.
Curiosity is a question at the edge of every thought.
What's that called, Mom?
Vitiligo. I think I did pretty good. That's so cool.
With vitiligo, curiosity asks,
So if your color can go away, can I ever come back?
curiosity is calling. Will you answer? Discover what's possible at vitiligo.com.
Look at this. A Medicare plan with a prepaid card for healthy groceries and other expenses.
Is that from Aetna?
Yeah. Why?
I have an Aetna Medicare plan. I get a prepaid card with a monthly allowance. I can use on groceries, utilities, and I got to keep my doctor.
Really?
Yep.
If you have Medicare and Medicaid, a qualifying condition, call us at 1-844-514-8129. We'll explain plans with benefits you may be eligible for. Even a card with a flexible monthly allowance you can use to help pay for groceries and utilities. Call 1-844-514-8129.
With Kingsford, you can bring some serious flavor to the tailgate. Isn't that right, Reese?
Shh. Let them cook.
Kingsford Original Charcoal. Available at the Home Depot.
Spam. Don't knock it till you've fried it. Sizzle, pork, and
You don't want to miss this.
Haven't you heard? I'm the Wicked Witch of the West.
rated PG.
At the half, it's over Delaware. The Hornets trying to extend their 4-game win streak, up 17-6 at the half. Let's take a look at our first half highlights. Delaware State wanted to get things going quick. Core running the football in the red zone, fumbles it away. Red zone mistakes were a big thing for Delaware State early, but Gillis gets upfield with an explosive run, leads to the first points of the game, a field goal. And it was 3-0. Fisher Butler knocked it through. And then Howard matched it with a field goal of their own, 3-3 game after a scoreless first quarter. And then J.D. Sare, the quarterback, scores the second rushing touchdown of the season for him, the touchdown of the game. Sare using his in for the touchdown for the Hornets. Their second touchdown of the game, take a 17-3 lead, but right before the half, Howard got on the board again with a field goal, and that's where we are at the half, 17-6. Let's take a look at the first half stats. 99 total yards of offense for Howard, 273 total yards for Delaware State, that one turnover, and the penalties. 11 for 100 yards for Howard, 7 for 74 yards for Delaware State. That's MEAC football in November. It gets a little chippy. Quarterback comparisons. Let's take a look at the two quarterbacks. Emory talked about how Sparks has gotten a little more jive to his game after a slow start. 8 of 18, 73 yards. The Hornets 5 of 9, 103 yards passing through the air. Should be a good second half. Delaware State, they want to win and welcome South Carolina State next week for MEAC Championship and a trip to the Celebration Bowl. They want to take care of business here in the second half. Delaware State trying to turn belief into a tradition. The win over Howard could help cement that foundation. What's to come next week could really do. We're at the half. 17-6, Delaware State with the lead. Looking to extend their 4-game win streak. Phil Shin alongside the Czar, the playbook, Emery Hunt. Kayla Sweezy on the sidelines today in this one. Delaware State will kick the ball to start the second half to the Bison. Ball taken from the 11-yard line. Reagan, who had that long return that was called back, still on his feet, and he loses the football. It's on the turf. Who has it? Howard holds on to it, and they have it. Reagan fumbled it, but it was recovered by Howard at the 34-yard line.
Dyson Roberts, the punter, forced that fumble. I love how their kickers and punters are getting active in terms of making plays on special teams. Watch that, boom. You saw, again, phenomenal job by their kickers and punters. We've seen both guys make plays, you know, on that. Dyson Roberts did a good job in forcing that fumble, and Patrick Fisher-Butler laid a good stick on Reagan in the first half of the kickoff return. He ran for a touchdown that he broke that tackle, but it was ultimately called back. So shout out to the specialists showing some toughness out here for Delaware State.
They don't just kick. They can hit and be physical too. Starks has the completion. And a gain up to midfield. Hunter with the catch.
If you remember, this was the first pass of the game. Just flipped on the other side, and he threw this late and behind the receiver. This was right on target. Like I said before, this guy has started to settle down and make it more concise, accurate throws. He's reading the field rather well. I love that he's been able to shake off the early rut, and he's now playing in a groove.
Starks 9 of 19. That was a 15-yard pass play to Hunter and a first down for the Bison up to midfield. Starks comes the other way, and a lot of hand checking there between the Cooper was the wide receiver, and no penalty though, incomplete.
Again, accuracy. Watch where this ball hits the receiver. Bang! Right in the face. Oh. Let's talk about accuracy. He's pinpointing in that regard. Again, nice back shoulder throw attempt. The receiver lost his balance. Otherwise, it would have been a reception. All jokes aside.
Yeah, Perkins was on coverage, but they said the best place to hit a receiver is in the hands.
Hit him in the face.
Catch him with your mouth. The face mask is a place to hit him too. Second down after that bullet by Starks. Starks 9 of 20 passing. Now they go to the running game, and that is Kearney. Picks up a couple yards.
It's a good job by the left side of this offensive line for Howard, trying to create a lane for their tailback. And Delaware State, because they major in the run game and run defense, they understand how to play through blocks, and that's why they're able to get that stop right there for a minute of the game. They don't minor in run defense or minor in run game. They major in.
Third down. The Bison 2 of 7 on third down so far today. Starks hits Hunter. Right at the sticks for the first down. 7-yard pickup. So they have something there. Starks and Hunter, they have a connection. He's targeted Hunter a bunch today.
Love the fact that they're now allowing Starks to come out throwing the football, because he finished the first half in a groove, and he's starting the second half in that same rhythm that we saw him in the first or the second quarter. And it's plays like that that allow you to extend drives, stay on the field, and keep that vaunted Delaware State offense on the sideline.
10 completions for Starks now. As the Bison working in Hornets territory. Going to the Kearney, the run game. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2 games today in the MEAC, of course, this one. The other game down in Norfolk, Virginia. Oregon State and Norfolk State tied at 28 all with 7:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Norfolk State with only 1 win. Oregon State with 3 wins this season.
Always competitive in the MEAC. One of the more underrated conferences, top to bottom, in the FCS.
Howard will play Norfolk State next week, and it'll be at the soccer stadium in there in Washington.
Audi Field.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Howard's played at 3 NFL stadiums this year, and they'll play at the soccer field against Michael Vick's team next week to finish the regular season. Incomplete pass. Starks rolled out, bought time, and threw it down to the 10-yard line, but incomplete. He was looking for Smith.
Good pocket manipulation right there by Starks. Again, he's playing some really good football. He stepped up and got outside the pocket, still stayed parallel to keep his eyes downfield. I thought he was going to be able to outrun that defender and turn the corner and pick up some positive yards, but he did the next best thing and threw the ball away.
So 3rd down now for the Bison.
"13 seconds and counting on the play clock, down to 9. They might have to take a timeout there and get this ball off.
Down to 3, 2, got it off. Starks gets Reagan out of the backfield. Not enough for the first down, a 6-yard pickup, so it'll bring 4th and 4 coming up.
You may see Howard still in the field here. Just get the ball out of your hands quickly like he did. Just find completions. Allow your offense to organically find big plays after the catch or after the handoff. And again, Tyreek Starks is playing some really good football as of late, and has helped this offense kind of find an identity. Their passing game has worked a little bit against this underneath coverage of Delaware State. We're going to see here on this 4th and about 4 if they're able to make enough plays or a bigger play to scale on the field.
Howard 53% on 4th downs this season, 9 of 17. Starks has the completion to Reagan, and good enough for a first down as Reagan's still on his feet. So he has a pickup of 6 yards, and that'll move the sticks in the first down for the Howard Bison.
Great job by Starks. I thought he was going to go throw the takeoff route, but his receiver stopped short, and he was able to recognize that and get the ball out to him quickly. That almost was a disaster that was averted because of heady play by Tyreek Starks.
The Bison won 6. They have 2 field goals on the board. Unable to have a touchdown so far in this game.
And this builds on what they did to close out the half with the free 3 points they got because of the penalty.
Their offense has had a tough go over the last 2 weeks, playing North Carolina Central and South Carolina State last week. Starks, time to throw, goes to the end zone, and in and out of the hands of Hunter. Would have been a great catch by Antonio Hunter, but the freshman from Cincinnati unable to hold on.
You have to make that catch if you're Hunter. This was a great job and great throw by Tyreek Starks. Post pattern, no safety over top, all the end zone to work with, and he just didn't come down with the ball. Ball hit him once again in the hands and the face.
You said it earlier. Starks, who's struggled, and I'm impressed with the way Starks has played the second quarter and here in the second half.
And the fact that he's standing tall in the pocket, he's going through his progressions, he's making accurate throws with great ball placement. He is playing, he's on fire right now.
It was looking Hunter who dropped that football, and they send Hunter in motion, but there's a penalty before the play could start. Over 100 yards of penalties for Howard, and add to that as another penalty on the Bison. There's the perfect reaction from Coach Scott. I think he just said, not again.
I want to say that's the first penalty we've seen in the second half. To be honest, you know.
I think it is, but we certainly saw a lot in the first. Coach Jackson's team really hurt themselves with the penalties they were making in the red zone. It cost them to stay out of the end zone, at least for the first quarter. So the penalty moves them back 5. That's Hunter in motion, 2nd and 15. Play action. They get to Hunter out of the backfield. Hunter makes a man miss and gets across the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
And it's those little plays like that that has been impressive, have been impressive for Tyreek Starks in terms of like, okay, quickly get the ball out, dump it off to your playmaker, allow him to make the play. And it keeps you from holding the football, it keeps you from bad negative plays. And that's why the big plays that he has made so far has started to happen organically for him.
3rd down. Pressure coming. Starks is going to run it. Takes a hit and was fighting his way to try to get that 1st down.
And then may come back because of a penalty by Howard's receiver in the end zone.
In the end zone.
Unnecessary away from the play holding.
Abert.
Are they going to call it on defense?
Yeah. Abert's number 7 for Delaware State. Wait for the call. Javaro Edwards, our official today for the MEAC group. Morgan State just scored a touchdown, went up 35-28 on Norfolk State. 6 minutes to go that in the 4th quarter.
During the pass, holding, defense. A 10-yard penalty will be enforced from the previous spot. 1st down.
That holding penalty helps out the Bison. Will upset Coach Jackson. So they've done an outstanding job. We had Delaware State earlier in the season against Bowie State. At that point, Delaware State was averaging 14 penalties a game for consecutive games. I think the first 3 or 4 weeks. So first and 10 on the penalty for the Bison. They're in the red zone. Looking for their 1st touchdown of the day. Just 2 field goals for Howard, trailing 17-6. Starks is going to run. Design run for Starks. Starks is tripped and falls across the 15 down to the 14.
It's a great piece of running right there by Starks because you saw him set up his blockers really well. Watch him come left side, QB keep all the way, and did a great job in using those 2 edge blockers to help him get the corner and get 5 yards on the play. Just a great job how they're mixing things up. You saw Hunter get a good block on that play, and just a good job of mixing things up and allowing their offense to sustain this long drive, their opening drive of the 2nd half.
Starks 13-26, 117 yards.
5, 4, 3, may have to take the timeout.
They get it off. I think we called timeout before the penalty.
Timeout. Howard. It is their 1st.
So the Bison call timeout. We'll be back 2nd and 5 for Coach Scott's team looking to get into the end zone for the first time today.
From open house to acceptance, new student orientation, and picking the program that's just for you, it matters. From scholarships to meeting with advisors and making new friends, and all of the campus life and activities, it matters. With continued one-on-one support, student success planning, internships to graduation, and landing your dream job in your career field, it matters. Because at Delaware State University, it all matters.
Brighter futures begin here with students and faculty that bring campus projects to life with help from the Home Depot Retool Your School grants. With these grants, HBCUs have built innovative learning lounges, revitalized rec areas, and created peaceful wellness spaces, providing students with areas to learn, relax, and thrive. Through their dedication to uplifting their campuses, HBCUs are growing stronger, one grant at a time, one project at a time, one community at a time. Learn more at retoolyourschool.com. Retool Your School. We're powered by purpose.
there is a conference where the student and student athlete still matters, where geography means something, and where rivalries are measured in decades, not dollars. In this conference, push one another to greater heights on the field, the court, the track, and in the classroom. Here, we stay true to our values, and we stay true to each other. The Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, where champions are made.
The Bison are fighting to finish above 500, and you know they'd love to do it against the MEAC's top team. 13th play in the drive here. The second half for them. Their best chance to try to get on the board and score their first touchdown of the day. Starks 6 carries, 28 yards. He's done a good job running the football. And 13 completions. 2nd and 5 for the Bison. Starks goes to the end zone and incomplete.
It's an excellent defensive play right there by your cornerback, number 5, Darius Perkins, the graduate, 6 feet 193. Against Cooper. Cooper's saying 6'5", 215.
Get it higher to me, right? He said get it up. He was pointing to get the ball a little higher.
You saw right there, Perkins did a great job of just playing the ball, not getting overly grabby in that situation. A lot of defensive backs panic and do that. He did a great job of just playing the ball through the hands of the receiver, getting the knockdown.
Cooper, the grad student, played at Robert Morris from Orlando, Florida, the wide receiver for the Bison. And they get it to Cooper. And the completion right there across the 10 to the 9.
I love that play call because it allows you to get your big body wide receiver running across the middle of the field where he can use his body as an extra defender to shield himself from the DB. It would be hard for the defensive back to play through the body. So therefore, you give yourself a wide catch radius to get him the football, which he did right there for the first down.
Here's in the 1st and goal.
This is probably the best drive I've seen Howard have in the last 2 games. It's a good mix of run pass, good mix of varied throwing levels, short, intermediate, deep. Good functional offense.
You probably have to go back to the Morgan State game since their offense has looked this good. Oh, the ball is intercepted. This could be a pick 6 coming the other way. He pulled it down. That's Favors. Wayne Favors the 3rd. Pick 6 for the Hornets.
Outstanding hand-eye coordination by Favors. What a job by number 2, 5'11", 181. We were just talking about how great this offense looked and just a lazy throw that had no gas on it that Favors was able to pick off with one hand, corral it right here, and it's off and running because no one's out there, just him and the quarterback, Tyreek Starks, and he's getting a good block by his teammate. And Wayne Favors II makes the touchdown. Good job by the redshirt junior.
Starks with his 10th interception of the season, and that is Favors' first interception and the 6th interception for this Hornets defense, but a pick 6.
Talk about game-changing momentum. Howard looked, for all intents and purposes, we're going to get at least 3 out this drive. The first drive of the second half.
And the extra point is no good, but Wayne Favors the 3rd takes it to the house and puts the Hornets up 23-6.
Any questions?
How did you become the Capital One Bank guy?
You mind? I've always been passionate about no fees or minimums on checking accounts.
How do I get your job?
Hard work, dedication.
I'm the Capital One Bank guy.
It's like Mr. Jeter said, hard work and dedication. What's been the highlight of your career? And that'd have to be bank guy. Helping people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Weren't you in the Hall of Fame? And didn't you live in space?
What's in your wallet?
With Kingsford, you can bring some serious flavor to the tailgate. Isn't that right, Reese?
Shh, let them cook.
Kingsford Original Charcoal, available at the Home Depot.
a hit. No matter how you slice it, or cut it, or cube it. Sizzle, pork, and
So when I run the AI query, I just get this generic answer. It's like the AI is not even using our data.
Oh, yeah, it's not.
But we have the data. It's on our cloud, it's in our data centers, it's in your hand.
But that's the problem. It's all over the place. The AI can't use it.
But it's right there.
Any business can use AI. IBM helps you use AI to change how you do business. Let's create smarter business. IBM.
The job search. It's so impersonal. Sometimes all you feel like is a walking resume. And the jobs you do find are just bad fit after bad fit. What's this? Indeed Career Scout, your personal career coach. Can it find jobs tailored to you? And help you get seen for all your skills? Well, the future of job searching has arrived. Try it at indeed.com/careerscout.
15-play plus drive ends like this for Howard. In the red zone, the interception, and 90 yards later, Wayne favors the third with a big save. Momentum stinging with the Hornets. The junior from Miami, Florida. What a momentum shifter here in the third quarter.
That's how you deflate a team that had a ton of momentum building and building and building, coming off of scoring last in the first half to this long, sustained, versatile drive they had against this defense, wearing Delaware State's defense down, only for their defense to find a little bit more juice to pick the ball off and go back the other way.
Short kick and a short return for Howard. Delaware State looking to win their 5th in a row, and more importantly, pick up their 4th win in the MEAC and stay 4-0 heading into the season finale next week for all the marbles against South Carolina State, the defending champ, by the way, in the MEAC. And who would have thought that the team that was picked to finish dead last, Delaware State, would be playing on the final weekend of the MEAC for a chance to win the championship and go to the Celebration Bowl.
The MEAC has great coaches. Larry Scott, newcomer Deshaun Jackson. Chinnisberry is phenomenal at coaching. Trey Oliver, phenomenal at coaching. We've seen Damon Wilson, phenomenal at coaching. So what they've built here, and Vic is up and coming, they built here in the MEAC in terms of head coaches is why I said earlier, the most underrated conference in the FCS.
Kearney. Great run. Kearney all the way up to the 40-yard line. 20-yard pickup on that run for Kearney.
He broke a lot of tackles, and one of which the Delaware State Horn defender still laying down on the ground. But watch the physicality of the run, just breaking through. It's a friendly fire right there for 2 Hornets, but I mean, that's how you want to come back right out and have some success. Travis Kearney, sophomore running back.
We have an injured Hornet down on the field. I want to go back to your point about the MEAC, because in the coaches' call on Mondays, the MEAC SWAC, maybe people underestimating the MEAC was the topic this week. And Coach Scott said people underestimate the league, but the MEAC is physical, and as you said, well-coached, high-level football, and unique challenges, right? Scheduling 7 non-conference games, player development system, meals, facilities, all a challenge for the MEAC, but they still have a great product on the field with outstanding coaches.
I would say that point right there about 7 non-conference games. You know how much of a strain that is on the athletic department trying to find 7 games?
Because you're going all over the place. You're going against FBSs, you're going up against Division IIs, you're going
east and west too. You're going out west. You got to fill in the schedule sometimes with the Lincoln of California or a Virginia Lynchburg. But that's why those out-of-conference games kind of matter for the MEAC, because there's so many. And the problem is, too, when you think about 7 non-conference games, and people don't understand why that is. Well, there's only 6 teams in the conference, and we look around other conferences in both FCS and FBS, you're talking upwards to 10 to 15, 18 in some cases. With regards to how many teams are in the conference. So you can always find conference games, and those conferences, but the MEAC only having 6 makes it a challenge. So you have to really. That's why you can't overly penalize their schedule, because a lot of it is out of their hands. What you want them to do? Play each other twice, round robin? You know, have one count for non-conference, one for towards conference play.
Biggs was the injured Hornet player. 1st and 10 for the Bison from the 40. See how they respond after throwing that pick 6 for Starks. Gives the ball off to Kearney. Kearney gets a yard after his 20-yard run before that.
I've already jinxed Howard already with, playing a great half and big 6. So I don't want to say what I want to say about the tenor of the second half between both squads. They've done a good job in maintaining their composure. I'll say that.
There's a look at Kearney. He's been the featured runner on this drive. 2nd and 9. Starks fires it right side and has the completion. Simons, his 5th catch of the season for the freshman from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
That was a great job right there by John Simmons, the third, trying to break through a tackle, but just a better wrap-up tackle by the defensive side of the football for Delaware State. And what we're seeing is team defense for both sides. We were seeing more than one guy rally to the ball to make a play, and that's kind of what you want, and that's how you avoid a receiver breaking a tackle and getting extra yards.
They're down 3rd and 4 for Starks. Starks has the completion right at the 30-yard line. He goes to Hunter. It's been his top target today.
I like how Hunter has responded and rebounded from the drop post pattern deep in the end zone. He's made some really good catches. Had a good block on a run play by Tyreek Starks. Extends out and away from the framework of his body to make that reception, setting up this 4th and less than a yard for Howard. And they've done a good job of moving Delaware State off the spot. We'll see if they can hold their own here and get more movement.
Hunter with 7 catches today. On 4th downs, 1 of 1. 4th and short here. Reagan stacked up and thrown back. Can't get the first. The Hornets defense responds and comes up and makes the big play. Jackson was in there, number 1.
Good job right there by Deshaun Jackson, the safety, making a play. And again, when you talk about big plays and situational moments, that was exactly that right there. Watch the pile up the interior defensive line, man. What's cool about that, you saw number 95, right, for Delaware State, Alexander Cassini. He wanted to come out the game. He was tapping his helmet, and then the player was getting ready to snap, and he was like, all right, just stay in. And he ends up clogging up the middle to make the play to get these guys off field. So you finally get your break, Cassini, and making that play. He's been one of the underrated stars of this football team, in my opinion, all season long. Love the way he plays defense. He did the Bowie game. He did a fantastic game on the interior, just constantly in the backfield. So
that's worldwide recruiting. He's from Sweden.
Think about that. Now you're international. Now you tap the Swedish market, bring back some of those fish.
Jackson, the Swedish fish. Jackson in 5.5 tackles for a loss now, and turn it over on down. So the Hornets have the football. You thought you were going to get the Swedish fish by me.
Nothing got past you. I'm proud of you, Phil.
I was hanging with you, partner. I got you, Czar. I was hanging with you. So the Hornets had a, not their typical start. Didn't score in the first quarter. Had troubles in the red zone. But here they are sitting at 23-6, and looking for their 5th win in a row. To think about that next Saturday here in Dover, Delaware, the MEAC championship will be played out, and the winner will go to the Celebration Bowl. I don't know many people that thought that would be the case when the season started.
We're going to get some temporary seats in here, too.
Yeah. And South Carolina State, they'll bring some fans. There is Jones on the run. You like Jones. It looked like he was going to be maybe getting back to the line of scrimmage, but he just keeps going. He finds a way to get an extra yard or 2.
He runs with the right temperament of a tailback, and when you have the level of explosiveness and acceleration that he has, you understand why. Because if he breaks the first wave of the defense, the defensive line, good luck. You better have your track shoes on, because he is gone. And that type of explosiveness, when you run the football rather well like Delaware State can do, you're going to pop off a lot of runs. Like I said, he has multiple 80-plus yard touchdown runs, some 90-yard touchdown runs under his belt this season.
And a 90-yard touchdown run against Southern Connecticut State.
All right, so watch the brace right there. They call it not safe. It looks like it's just tape. Yeah, so again, that's when you talk about taping around metal, they want to make sure you don't not only hurt yourself, but hurt the opposing team.
Game clock. Play clock operator, please put the play clock at 40 seconds. We had an official's timeout for the defense. It will start on my signal.
Third down for Delaware State. Stats having perfect on third down today. 3 of 3.
We talked about it in the open. Dance with whom you brought to the party. You got the run game. They're working the play clock too. So I like the situational football we're seeing.
Now there's a penalty on Delaware State.
A false start.
Wow.
Or illegal, like kick the ball.
For snap infraction.
There's Miles, got his brace taped up, and now he's legal to come back into the game. Good look at his brace there. They taped up that metal.
He must have decided it wasn't a snap infraction.
Third down. 3 minutes to go here, third quarter. Over Delaware.
Crack toss down.
Nick, there it is. Good call. Running room, out of bounds, right before midfield. And we called the toss, and it was to Boykin. There's a penalty marker down.
I'll tell you why in a second. And it's probably related to this penalty too.
Delaware State, 9 penalties, 90 yards.
Personal foul. Hands to the face. Offense. Number 69. 15-yard penalty. Third down.
That's the center, Johnson.
So it wasn't related to the penalty, but
Come on back.
There's sounds of the game.
yeah,
A bonus for you.
And I love the leadership on that side. Like, hey, they have nowhere to go, which means Delaware State has championship aspirations. So be smart.
Did they say the Czar's a loser?
He's talking about number 5.
Oh, okay, all right. I won't allow that, Czar.
I know you get a 15-yard penalty for me, Phil.
Yes, I will. 3rd and 15 here now for the Hornets. Bison back off the pressure. And they get the ball to Jones out of the backfield. Jones across the 30 to 31. 4th down coming up now for the Hornets.
That penalty by the center took away would have been a very good drive here for Delaware State, but that's what happens. The penalties will do that for you, and if you're Howard, you have to be thankful that you got the penalty called and you got off the field, because you give yourself a chance now to atone for that pick 6.
It's a final. Morgan State beats Norfolk State 35-28.
So where did Morgan get all those points from?
They found them. Morgan State gets the win. Last night, of course, South Carolina State beat North Carolina Central 34-27. And there's a penalty before the punt. Dyson Roberts, the punter for the Hornets.
5-yard penalty. 4th down.
That'll move them back 5 yards.
And here's the part where if you're Delaware State, you see Howard is trying to, pick at you and get you to create more negative plays for yourself. But like we heard during the live mic, if you got bigger aspirations than just this game, you're not going to be bothered by a team that's not going anywhere.
Roberts the punt from his 11. Hunter takes the punt for the Bison, and a 4-yard return. He gets out of bounds. We'll step aside from Dover, Delaware. The Hornets fans, they're feeling it, up 23-6.
From open house to acceptance, new student orientation, and picking the program that's just for you, it matters. From scholarships to meeting with advisors and making new friends, and all of the campus life and activities, it matters. With continued one-on-one support, student success planning, internships to graduation, and landing your dream job in your career field, it matters. Because at Delaware State University, it all matters.
Brighter futures begin here with students and faculty that bring campus projects to life with help from the Home Depot Retool Your School grants. With these grants, HBCUs have built innovative learning lounges, revitalized rec areas, and created peaceful wellness spaces, providing students with areas to learn, relax, and thrive. Through their dedication to uplifting their campuses, HBCUs are growing stronger, one grant at a time, one project at a time, one community at a time. Learn more at retoolyourschool.com. Retool Your School. We're powered by purpose.
There is a conference where the student and student athlete still matters, where geography means something, and where rivalries are measured in decades, not dollars. In this conference, we push one another to greater heights on the field, the court, the track, and in the classroom. Here, we stay true to our values, and we stay true to each other. The Mideastern Athletic Conference, where champions are made.
Might be winding down, but for these two, fire's still burning, that's for sure. Combined 22 penalties for both teams for 210 yards. Chippy.
We've seen both referees talk to both teams during the timeout, which is huge.
So Howard has it. First and 10, 1:15 to go here in the third quarter. Starks goes downfield to the far sideline and incomplete. The penalty marker comes out as Cooper was trying to come up with the catch, but they're going to have a pass interference call.
I kind of thought they were going to let the defensive back get away with that.
Pass interference. Defense, number 5. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic. First down.
Second penalty on Perkins for pass interference.
They're both jockeying for a position. I don't think that was pass interference, to be honest.
That's 2 on Perkins this game.
Maybe the slight tug at the end, but at the end of the day, I thought it wasn't egregious enough to where it impeded him from making a play.
Cooper, that big target at 6'5". Starks, blindside, down he goes. Sack for the Hornets coming and making the sting.
Here's what I don't get about some of these aggressive penalties that we're seeing Howard just picked up, right? And the refs just warned you in between the timeout. They're not going to let you fight.
No.
So what are you trying to solve? Like, it makes no sense. I get it if something happens within the midst of the play. Yeah, emotions take over, but arguing and it's just...
After the play, personal foul, face mask, defense, number 98. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
So Gibson, who had the sack, his second sack of the season, he had a sack last week against Morgan State. He comes and gets the sack, but then you wipe away that negative play with the penalty.
It's just dumb. Just straight up dumb. Not only is it dumb because it's a penalty, but it's also dumb because you're doing it in front of the ref. After none of it makes sense. And again, I understand why coaches fly off the handle.
So the penalty will give the Bison a first down from the Hornets' 49-yard line. Starks, time to throw, and he's hit from behind and loses the football. And the Hornets have it. Starks trying to give his receivers as much time as possible, and they ran out of time.
Alexander Cassini recovers a fumble, but that was secondary because look on the edge. Just keep fighting, boom. Great job right there by Derek Gibson, the corner, coming off the edge. He had to fight through two blockers to get that sack fumble. And Alexander Cassini was right there to jump on the football. Big defensive play right there for Delaware State.
Delaware State's defense has really improved, and they showed it here today. They already have the pick six. They get the fumble there. You know, they were in shootouts, right? In the beginning of the year, they were letting teams score, and their defense is very much improved.
Dedrick Gibson is 5'9", 170. So imagine what he had to fight through to get around two blockers to get that sack fumble.
So the Hornets up 23-6, final 30 seconds of this third quarter. Give it to Gillis. They'll stay with the person they came to the party with. That's what you started with, the Czar's keys to success. You know, when you go to a party and you bring a date,
Stay with the date.
Stay with it. You're not looking for another date.
Yeah, I don't care who's there because you're going to end up going home solo.
Well, that's something that everyone take and remember from the Czar. There you go. We're through three quarters, heading to the fourth quarter. Delaware State, they're thinking MEAC championship. They're up.
Any questions?
How did you become the Capital One Bank guy?
I've always been passionate about no fees or minimums on checking accounts.
Aren't you in the Hall of Fame? Didn't you live in space?
What's in your wallet?
So when I run the AI query, I just get the generic answer. It's like the AI is not even using our data.
Oh, yeah, it's not.
But we have the data. It's on our cloud, it's in our data centers, it's in your hand.
That's the problem. It's all over the place. The AI can't use it.
But it's right there.
Any business can use AI. IBM helps you use AI to change how you do business. Let's create smarter business. IBM.
The job search. It's so impersonal. Sometimes all you feel like is a walking resume. And the jobs you do find are just bad fit after bad fit. Oh, what's this? Indeed Career Scout, your personal career coach. Can I find jobs tailored to you? And help you get seen for all those skills? Well, the future of job searching has arrived. Try it at indeed.com/careerscout.
With Kingsford, you can bring some serious flavor to the tailgate. Isn't that right, Reese?
Shh, let them cook.
Kingsford Original Charcoal, available at the Home Depot.
Spam. In a taco? Pork favor. Sizzle, pork, and
Holidaying in average underwear. Holidaying in Duluth butt naked underwear. Holiday the unaverage way with Duluth butt naked underwear. Gift the most comfortable underwear there is. Only at Duluth Trading.
You don't want to miss this.
Haven't you heard? I'm the Wicked Witch of the West.
Rated PG.
Mopping is hard work, but I thought it was the only way I could get my floors truly clean. And then I tried the Swiffer Power Mop and realized that I can get cleaner floors without the extra work. It has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on contact, and it pads hundreds of strips to scrub away sticky messes, even from grout lines. Okay, Power Mop. Plus, it's 360-degree swivel head, cleans up along baseboards, and even behind the toilet. So ditch the bucket and all the hard work that comes along with it with the Swiffer Power Mop.
A season of belief in Dover, a team that has learned how to win, how to fight, and how to finish. 23-6 lead. Go to the fourth quarter. Coach Sharon alongside the solid playbook every on the sideline against Taylor Sweezy. That's what Coach Jackson talked about. They've been in shootouts. They've won games in overtime. They've blown out teams. They've been in tight games. They just find ways to win, looking for their 5th win in a row. Sweep around the side. They go there to Moore, who had the fumble. Remember back in the red zone?
Yep, and they're going to call blocking back, just unnecessary at this play.
Holding. Offense, number 14. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Even worse, watch the top of the screen here on the touch pass. You got to understand angles, where if the guy is in front of you, you're seeing the side of his body, just let him be, because he's already past the runner who has forward momentum. Like, there's no need to get the block right there. You could even just stand in the way, and he'll run through you as opposed to you running through him and either getting the block back or just like that penalty got the hold.
So after the penalty, 2nd and 16. These two teams are going to have close to 300 penalty yards before this is over. Sorry, using his legs. Gets across midfield, out of bounds at the 49-yard line.
Good job right there. Sorry, not making a bad play worse. Just go and get positive yards. Help make it easier for you here on 3rd and 13 as opposed to taking a sack way back or throwing an interception or fumbling the football. Just go and get what you can.
Sorry, 6 of 10 passing, 107 yards. Which is a rushing touchdown.
Six-second count on the play clock.
The only points in this second half, it was the pick 6 by the Hornets. Run up the middle on 3rd down. Gillis. It's still chippy.
And good job by Howard's defensive front to slow down the run game. The run game really hasn't been effective for Delaware State here in the second half. Howard has been able to lock in and slow down the run. Now, granted, you got a pick 6 from the defense, and you've also had that long opening series of the 3rd quarter that took away a lot of what they were doing. So that kind of adds into it. But the run game, which was prominent in the first half, hasn't been here for Delaware State at all.
162 yards total on the ground. Needed more on that here in the second after the punt. Hunter takes it from the 10 and will step aside. Flag down, hold on, we'll wait for the penalty.
You can't just not say anything back, right? Like, I just don't get that. Like, coach used to tell me in college, either you're going to listen or you're going to be the most in-shape running back in Division I. Like, the choice is yours. You either get tired of running or not.
All right, so no penalty. And we'll step aside. Delaware State up 23-6. MEAC College football on the ESPN Plus from Dover, Delaware. Bison. Howard Bison. Here, 13 trails, 23-6. Last week was the first time, Emory, this season that Delaware State did not run for more than 200 yards in the game. Morgan State held them last week to 114 yards rushing. Today, 164 yards.
You're figuring out how to stop the run, so to speak. You're still not stopping this ground.
No, top running attack in the MEAC and the entire FCS. Last week, first time all season under 200 yards. They were held under 200 yards. Starks, the pass. That's the completion to Kearney out of the backfield.
I like how Starks is playing. Outside of the pick six and how he started the game, he has really shown me something here in this ball game. How he's able to battle through the adversity. He's calmed down and has gotten the best out of his own play as a result. And it's something to build on for the next week's game. Even the rest of this ball game is 12:30 left and counting. But just how he's been efficient in operating the passing game has helped keep them on the field.
Starks has thrown it 33 times, 17 of 33. Starks to throw it again for the 34th time. Now he's going to run right up the middle. Gets to the 30-yard line and has enough for the first down. Run of 6 yards, and they'll move the sticks. Howard will finish the season next week against Norfolk State.
Defensive lineman was chasing the play, get hurt.
Let's take a look at next week, the final weekend of the MEAC. North Carolina Central will be in Baltimore to take on Morgan State. And then that game in the middle, South Carolina State, Delaware State, right here at Dover for all the marbles. The MEAC title will be on the line. The winner will go to the Celebration Bowl. And then at 3:30, Norfolk State takes on Howard Soccer Stadium in Washington, D.C. 3:30 kickoff for that one.
Home with DC Defenders of the UFL.
They get wild, the Defenders.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Beer snake.
Yeah, they're into it. So that's next week, the final week of the MEAC football season.
Look at you with a noon kickoff next week, Phil.
Yeah. Baltimore. It'll be Thanksgiving week.
Oh, that's right.
To rush home and get ready, get the turkey ready.
You're a fried turkey, smoked turkey, or regular turkey guy?
I like it fried.
Okay. My guy.
Yeah, that's you.
You've been doing HBCU games for a long time, Phil. I knew the answer already.
Yeah, I started frying the turkey about 8 years ago. Starts to throw it downfield, has a man but 2 Hornets defenders, and he came back and caught the ball. How did he do it? Wow, Cooper comes back and has a hand fight with 2 defenders and pulls it down.
It's the benefit of being 6'5". He went up and grabbed the football before any of the Hornets took flight. Just a great job, individual effort by your receiver, going up and making a play. Also like what I've seen so far today from Cooper as well, the big body wide receiver.
Cooper, grad student, played at Robert Morris. He's from Orlando, Florida. That was a big play. Gets Howard into Hornets territory. 1st and 10 for them. Again, they don't have a touchdown today. Starks goes down. Will that be a penalty?
I've checked Virginia to see if they threw it from there. Nope.
Far sideline and incomplete.
And that one should have been a pass interference call because he saw the extension in the pull right here.
Cooper the target, and you see the jersey, right? He pulled on that jersey.
And credit to Wayne Favors, who has a pick 6 in this ball game. He's played the same way the entire game. Sometimes they call it, sometimes they don't.
Longest play of the day was that 38-yard pass play for Howard that has him in this situation. The 2nd and 10. That's 30. That's a couple.
Rasheed Jackson with the stop right there in the run game. We saw him with a sack, a big-time sack earlier in the contest. You see right here, it's a great job of getting off his block and making that stop. Otherwise, we saw the running back hit that corner and probably get to the end zone.
Jackson posting 40 tackles on the season. There's a couple of stops today, as you mentioned. Defense is not giving up a touchdown, just the 2 field goals. This Delaware State defense. Oh, big hit from the blind side, the sack. Didn't see him coming, and comes up with the huge sack, Perkins.
Darius Perkins has made a couple of big plays in this ball game, and that one is on Starks. You got to have better field of pocket right here. Understand where the pressure is coming from. Just didn't feel it. Ended up taking a hellacious hit. Running back released on scat protection, but he probably should have picked up the edge guy. Great job in disguising that blitz by Delaware State.
Perkins' 2nd sack of the season. 4th down. Has the completion and another big hit. The catch by Kearney, and he was hit immediately.
Brian Bates, we called his name all game long. He's been outstanding so far. The redshirt sophomore linebacker for Delaware State. Just throws on the football right here, trying to make something happen. Bang!
Bates in the top 5 in tackles in the MEAC. He's at 70 tackles now in the season for Bates.
Now this is the part of the game where you're Delaware State. You're like, okay, we can get back to the ground game. And this is why you are able to run the football so well, because you can go to it any time, but you really want to go to it in these moments. You could probably start your 4-minute offense here with 9:56 left in the game.
They take over on downs. Delaware State. About 10 minutes away from their 8th victory of the season. And a perfect 4-0 in MEAC. A little reverse.
Oh, those tricky Hornets.
The tricky Hornets. Lolly on the reverse.
I was getting, you know, it's funny when you're thinking something and then you see it and you wish you would have said it early. I was getting ready to give Coach Jackson praise for fighting the urge to do something overly aggressive. And here you are with an end around to the tight end. But, you know, at the end of the day, it worked out for him. And I love that Lolly, the wide receiver, I'm sorry, did a great job of staying in the field of play as opposed to going out of bounds.
Now, Lolly's the leading receiver, 23 catches, 238 yards, 3 touchdowns coming in, but the MEAC defenses have done a great job against Lolly. I mean, he hasn't had a lot of catches. He had a big game against North Carolina Central. He had 124 yards and a 72-yard touchdown in that game, and 3 receiving touchdowns. But since that game, teams have really focused on Lolly as far as receiver. So they know they want to get Lolly more opportunities to touch that football. There's our buddy, Johnson, 69. What a day. What a day he's having. What a day. Look at him. He's in a bully fight. And then I noticed down on the sidelines, I don't know if you saw that, his teammates were giving him the business as well. So it's been a day for our guy, the center.
He's going to go home, close the door, don't talk to nobody.
Nope.
Just start Sunday off on the right foot.
He's done. 3rd and 5 for the Hornets. There's a first down and a whole lot more. Plenty of running room down to the right side. And he sneaks into the game. You don't know when Bennett's going to come in, but when he does, he can run it. And there's a penalty marker down back at the 40-yard line after that big run by Caden Bennett.
Who's that penalty on? I know that ain't who I think it is.
It's not on. No, it's not. It's not on Johnson. There's Jackson talking it out. If you're a fan of penalties, you're enjoying today's game, both teams.
And again, behind the play, unnecessary, doesn't help anybody. But do you feel good that you proved the point? You know what I mean? Like that's what I would ask the player.
All right.
Like, do you feel better now? You took away a chunk play,
yeah,
but you proved the point though.
3rd and 20 now for the Hornets after that penalty took the big run by Bennett away. Saleh in, and he's hit. Down he goes.
And we've seen this happen before with any football game you watch. Bad plays tend to snowball. And they try to get the screen set up. Howard did a great job sniffing it out pretty quickly. At this point, you want to dirt the ball or throw it away. But you took the sack, and now you backed up your punter. It's 4th and 33.
Nothing good could happen out of 4th and 33.
Nothing.
So Roberts will be punting from his own end zone. Hunter back to receive the punt for Howard. Catch it at the 50 and get hit. As soon as he caught it, he got smacked. We'll be back after this. 7:18 to go. The Hornets looking for win number 8 of the season.
Check-in time is 3.
It's 2:55.
I know.
Is this what he's doing now?
As your host, I have some rules. First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. No games. No fun.
Yes, Coach.
Meanwhile, at a Verbo, get the vacation you expect, and never a hovering host.
Great news from Jeremy in sales. He's loving the AI sales agent.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's following up the leads 23% faster. Jeremy.
Great. So I can tell the board that the company's more productive.
Oh, no. I wish. But you can tell them Jeremy in sales is following up on leads 23% faster. Oh, Jeremy.
Oh, Jeremy.
Any business can use AI. IBM helps you use AI to change how you do business. Let's create smarter business. IBM.
Curiosity is a question at the edge of every thought.
What's that called, Mom?
Vitiligo. I think I did pretty good. That's so cool. With vitiligo, curiosity asks,
So if your color can go away, can it ever come back?
curiosity is calling. Will you answer? Discover what's possible at vitiligo.com.
The job search. It's so impersonal. Sometimes all you feel like is a walking resume. And the jobs you do find are just bad fit after bad fit. What's this? Indeed Career Scout, your personal career coach. Can it find jobs tailored to you? And help you get seen for all your skills? Well, the future of job searching has arrived. Try it at indeed.com/careerscout.
Mid-November, thinking of Thanksgiving. Scam, is it? Something. Sweet potato, something. What is it?
I don't know, man. You got to go find out. Where's our investigative reporter? I know what that is.
We got that one. But Thanksgiving right around the corner. We're here in Dover, Delaware, the capital of the state of Delaware, our nation's first state. And they have a football team now. It's the Hornets. The scene will be next week when South Carolina State comes to town. The championship. We will go represent the HBCU championship game, the celebration bowl against the winner of the SWAC. Perkins gets rid of it quickly and throws it right to a Hornet. The interception, second of the game.
That's a misconception of the misunderstanding we saw starts a void in the early parts of this second half. But this time, his receiver ran the route short, cut it off, and he still let it go.
Perkins with the interception. That's his first of the season. 2 interceptions by the Hornets defense now, 7 interceptions on the year for this Hornets defense. 7:09 to go.
I'm still not sure that we're games. I just don't understand. You know, that was a big thing for me, right?
It was.
It looked like some sort of super this color. But why was super as chunky and not as super?
It definitely wasn't super.
Right. There's a lot of questions.
We got answers. Sorry to throw it downfield, has a man, and the ball held up in the air too long and incomplete. Great plays in this game, and we're going to have to narrow it down to have our residents in play the game. Discover your home away from home at Residence in Dover. Spacious suites, free hot breakfast. Just minutes from Delaware beaches and attractions. Stay longer, stay comfortable. Resident in Dover, book your stay today. I was there last night. Beautiful hotel. Great people, great staff. The completion right there at midfield. Plenty of running room down the sidelines, and then stops and gets on out of bounds is Rome. We had a busy first half, his first catch of the second half. Terrence Rome.
Interesting that Delaware State.
Let's see what happened. The lights cut off. Let me TV back on. Give me a second, guys. Sorry, my lights flickered off. I'm not sure why. Let me see what happened to the lights. What happened to the lights? Hold on, we gotta wait till it load. He said the power drop. So the internet is loading. That sucks. Let me see. Is your internet working down there? Talking to him. Right, but is the internet loaded yet? Okay, we're waiting for the internet to load. Let's see if it's loaded. Come on. The internet is messed up. Let me restart my box. Yeah, I just reset this box right here. I just reset the box. I wonder what happened to the lights. You think that was in the whole neighborhood? That was in the whole neighborhood? How many minutes they had? I think I don't want to jinx it. Huh? He was getting ready to get out there? Hold on, guys. I'm logging back on. Huh? He was playing. What is? Okay, let's do that. I'm so short. Hold on. Okay, it's a TV. This is so aggravating. Now this TV is still resetting. Where's the game? It should have been right there.
Yeah. No sports.
That's sports up there. That's it right there?
Nope. I told you to type in Delaware.
That's crazy. Go where to type Delaware. Hold on. Go to search.
Type in Delaware State. Yeah.
Hold on. Delaware State blue? No. Oh, there. Go down there. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hold on. Oh, that's it. What's this? Share. It should have been right up here, a college football boot. I don't even see them. It's kind of weird. Hold on. Oh well. Because it usually be right there in the front when you ball. I'm punching everything but that, right? It used to be red in the front, but let's try. And as you can see, I'm not good with this typing stuff on here. Delaware State Hornets volleyball, football. Maybe it's going on. It's on down there, Lionel. That's the wrong game.
7-0, Delaware.
I don't know what that is. Football.
Delaware.
I don't know. Let me tell my husband to come find it. No, are you sure you want to exit? Yes. Are you watching? So what I gotta do? Come do it for me. Cause, huh? It's not coming up. It say live. Keep watching. Continue watching. That's it right there. Is that it? No, that's in Spanish. Okay, there you go right there. Sorry about that. Oh no, that's basketball game. That's not it. That's the basketball game. After the TV cut off, and then they got one in Spanish, but that's not it. That's the volleyball, I'm sorry. Because usually it just be right in the top.
I tried to tell you.
Okay.
Oh, listen, sister.
And when I put it in, I don't see the game.
Well, you ain't listen. Try to.
That's not the volleyball.
Back before switching to the out of the conference.
That was a Tariq Cohen game. He had like 300 yards total. He had a puppet. They was going crazy in the Georgia Dome.
MEAC champs and SWAC champs, ultimate HBCU showdown, Celebration Bowl. Delaware State has a shot to be a part of it. High pass. Ball is caught at the 40-yard line. Just threw it over the defender. Coming up to make another catch is Hunter. He's the leading receiver. Now with his 7th or 8th grab of the game.
Again, just a nice layered throw over top of coverage for Tariq Starks, man. Impressive.
Starks again to throw. Fires downfield as a man wide open. Down the sidelines he goes. He's going to the end zone for the first score. Touchdown of the game for the Bison. That is Cooper with his first touchdown of the season for the grad student.
Great job right there by Starks, putting that ball out in front, allowing Cooper to continue to extend his separation from the defenders down the sideline. He just got lost in coverage there on the back end, and he did a great job just running right down the sideline. An excellent throw
60-yard touchdown. How about Cooper's day? 4 catches, 117 yards. Hunter, 8 catches, 81 yards. Reagan out of the backfield, 6 catches, 42 yards. But that was a 60-yard touchdown. Starks with his 8th touchdown of the season and the first touchdown for the Bison here this afternoon. The extra point is up and good. And the Bison have their first touchdown, and it's 26-13.
And they have 1 timeout left. Still a bit of a chance for them to get the ball back. You know why? Because Delaware State was passing the ball a lot on the previous series. They didn't run the ball to the 4-minute offense to really drain some of the clock and force them to use all 3 of the timeouts, Phil.
Don't forget about the 2-minute timeout as well.
That's another one, yeah. So, as Delaware State is learning more situational football and how to really close teams out and not allowing them to hang around, something they can build on going forward.
It's time now for Residents In play of the game. It was the pick 6. Howard was looking like they were going in for the first score of the second half, and the one-handed interception, and Wayne Favors III goes 90 yards for the pick 6. Discover your home away from home at Residents In Dover. Spacious suites, free hot breakfast, just minutes from Delaware beaches and attractions. Stay longer, stay comfortable. Residents In Dover, book your stay today. Favors with that pick 6. It was a big play, big momentum swing there in the third quarter as Howard really controlled the third quarter. And there's the onside kick and recovered by the Hornets. So the Hornets, we got the 2-minute timeout coming up. Now they're going to have a week to get ready and have Coach Barry's Bulldogs here next week.
That's going to be a phenomenal game because it's going to be a strength versus strength matchup between the defensive front 7 of South Carolina State and the run game of Delaware State. And on the other side, you got the running game and balanced offensive attack of South Carolina State going up against an aggressive defense here in Delaware State that can make plays at all 3 levels. We've seen them get after the quarterback. We've seen their linebackers run and tackle in the run game. And we've seen their secondary return the ball over.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Nobody was on the line of scrimmage yet. Just take knees. Just take knees.
First and 15. Gillis, 14 carries, 72 yards. Salray, 7 of 13, 144 yards. Plenty of running room up the middle. There he goes. Touchdown, Hornets. How about that? Second rushing touchdown of the game for the quarterback. And there's a flag down. Flag at the 30-yard line.
There's no way this game started at 1 o'clock.
What time is it? 4:30.
It's tomorrow.
During the run, holding, offense, number 16. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
That may actually help them out. Because it should help them now.
Run the clock out?
You would think, right? And that's, I mean, I love the effort. You give the receiver credit. You got to give Ryan Pelham-Taylor credit for blocking the effort. He just hands it just in the wrong spot. I don't mind that penalty for him because it wasn't like just an egregious hold. He was actually in the midst of blocking.
It's a redshirt freshman from Long Beach, California, so takes away the long touchdown run by Salray. Would have been his second rushing touchdown of the game. So first down and 6. Gillis kicks it to the outside. Second gear from him, and he picks up 11 yards for Gillis. Leading rusher in the MEAC.
Timeout. Howard. It is your final of the half. Game clock operator, please put 2:05 on the clock. 2:05.
So essentially, they'll get another timeout in 5 seconds because of the 2-minute
Thank you.
timeout. So Howard calls their final timeout.
Can't take it with you. So I was wondering why they didn't call a timeout, but they ended up did.
Delaware State play for the MEAC title next week. Great turnaround story. So Delaware State is 1 yard away from 200 yards rushing on the day. 199. Rome 3 catches 90 yards. Wesley 2 catches 47 yards. Passing, Salre was 7 of 13, 144 yards. We had Bennett in and out of the game, mostly to run the football. Bennett had 9 carries for 30 yards running the football. Delaware State. So 1st and 10. Fake it to Gillis. Keeping it is Salre, and he gets out of bounds. We're at the 2-minute timeout. We are 2 minutes away from Delaware State, their 5th win and 8th of the season.
So when I run the AI query, I just get this generic answer. It's like the AI is not even using our data.
Oh, yeah, it's not.
But we have the data. It's on our cloud, it's in our data centers, it's in your hand.
But that's the problem. It's all over the place. The AI can't use it.
But it's right there.
Any business can use AI. IBM helps you use AI to change how you do business. Let's create smart to business. IBM.
Oh my goodness. Look at your little boo. What happened?
All the Saturdays.
Okay, you gotta be careful, okay?
I know.
And let's get you off your feet. We're gonna get your Medicare prescriptions delivered.
When life gets the best of you, get the best help with your prescriptions.
Forget the same old sale. Bears is remixing the Black Friday sale. The remix starts early with big styles in our fall lookbook and even bigger savings on premium brands. We're giving you early access to our Black Friday doorbusters. Enjoy the relaxed luxury of this Bernhardt sofa, just $14.97, and the coastal charm of this Salt Life dining table and 4 chairs, also $14.97. Scratch high prices. We're dropping the biggest savings of the year during the Black Friday preview, only at Bears.
With Kingsford, you can bring some serious flavor to the tailgate. Isn't that right, Reese?
Shh, let them cook. Kingsford Original Charcoal, available at the Home Depot.
The job search. It's so impersonal. Sometimes all you feel like is a walking resume. And the jobs you do find are just bad fit after bad fit. Oh, what's this? Indeed Career Scout, your personal career coach. Can it find jobs tailored to you? And help you get seen for all your skills? Well, the future of job searching has arrived. Try it at indeed.com/careerscout.
Coach Washington, the offensive coordinator for Delaware State, I think he said it best. He said they broke it down last week's game that Oregon State was like the wild card of the NFL playoff. And this is like the divisional game, and then next week championship.
It makes sense.
And then the Super Bowl is a celebration
Look
bowl.
at that. He
broke it down nicely.
It makes sense.
Certainly does.
Is this victory formation?
It should be.
Nah, they got
They gotta get it first. Yeah, they gotta get it first. Little pitch to Gillis, running right side, and he's got the first down. Now victory formation. So Delaware State, South Carolina State, early. We already kind of talked about some of the highlights of it, but I mean, what's your early take on what's going to be talked about all this week? Some of the headlines that will be talked about to build the game up.
All things being equal, it'll come down to which team can make the least amount of mistakes. So locking in,
and that's penalties
that's
too.
Penalties.
Right?
That's what I'm talking about. Penalties, because they both do a lot of things rather well in terms of running the football and playing good point of attack defense. So that's what I'm looking forward to seeing is who can win within the margins, who can minimize the mistakes to come out on top, because the stakes are high.
They're very high.
You have the Celebration Bowl right there at your fingertips. Who can lock in for 60 minutes and get it done?
So next week, right here at Dover, Delaware, you're going to see.
And you saw that was a great job on the sideline. You see it from head coach Deshaun Jackson of Delaware State telling his guys just go straight to the locker room.
Yep.
He recognizes how significant this was for them in terms of the chippiness. So he's getting his guys out of harm's way and getting them to go to the locker room.
And you brought that up earlier. That would be the smartest thing to do. No handshake, just get your team off into the locker room. Because Delaware State, they're still undefeated in MEAC play, and they'll play for the MEAC championship and right to go to the Celebration Bowl right here at home next week here in Dover, Delaware. South Carolina State will come in, the defending MEAC champs, with everything on the line.
Yep.
Delaware State, who was held, there's the backflip to end the game. Delaware State, they get their 5th win in a row and stay undefeated in MEAC play. They were scoreless in the first quarter, but they pulled it together, and there's Coach Jack getting his team off the field as he knows there's a big game next week. They don't want to have anyone not available next week. So for the czar of the playbook, Emory Hunt, Kayla Sweezy on the sidelines. I'm Phil Shaner saying so long from Alumni Stadium in Dover, Delaware, where the Hornets, they get the victory 26-13 over the Howard Bison, and they'll host South Carolina State next week for the MEAC Championship. All games airing.
You're welcome.
ESPN Network.
Sorry about that. My lights went off, but we was able to watch the.
This has been a presentation of ESPN.
We was able to watch the ending. Sorry, and thank you for everyone that liked or shared. Thank you. I guess that's over. I don't know if y'all want to watch this part where they talk. What's this? I guess it's like the replay.
This side, plenty of running room up the middle, spinning down inside the 10-yard line. Explosive run there by the Hornets. What a great job. Touchdown here this first quarter. Bison show pressure. This side, plenty of running room up the middle, spinning down inside the 10-yard line. Explosive run there by the Hornets. What a great job. No football is Boykin.
Kobe Boykin was able to accelerate through the Hornets.
Touchdown here this first quarter. Bison show pressure. This side, plenty of running room up the middle, spinning down inside the 10-yard line. Explosive run. Usually getting up 6. That's the quarterback, Bennett, who uses a straight arm and spins his way back. It's 34 this season. Usually getting up 6. That's the quarterback, Bennett, who uses a straight arm and spins his way back down to the 10. There's the football. The Bison say he did, but the officials, I think, say he was down. It's 34 this season. Usually getting up 6. That's the quarterback, Bennett, who uses a straight arm and spins his way back.
I don't know what they doing. This must be a glitch in the system. Are they just trying to utilize the time they had because they didn't do the handshake and all of that?
Usually getting up 6. That's the quarterback, Bennett, who uses a straight arm and spins his way back down to the 10. Here's the football. The Bison say he did, but it's good.
You're welcome. Michelle, Gilbert, Thomas, Mary, Die Hard, the youngest, vet. Thank you guys for watching.
Inside the 20 in the red zone, the horsepower.
I'm going to end it because I don't know what they're doing. It's just like they playing the replay. So I'll see y'all next week. I'll try to record also next week. And if they go to Atlanta, we're actually going to that game live because my son actually plays. He's number 27. So if they make it to the final, then that game will be showed live. So y'all stay tuned. Hit that like button. Thank you.
Now 7 of 11 with field goals, 4-yard attempt.